Alrighty, so in the previous session, or actually for the video, let's say this is our 4th session of Curse of Strahd. So we're making our way through. Previously on Curse of Strahd, the group was on their way to Vallaki. And on the way to Vallaki, the group stumbled upon a broken wagon, tipped over wagon. The driver and the horse both had their throats viciously ripped out. Sorry. And you notice that the driver had something in his shirt pocket, which was a map of the area, Barovia. And does anybody have a pen?
Yes, somewhere.
I can go grab. Oh, there might be one in that little storage container.
Hang on. Here you go. There's a red pen.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you very much. And I have one of these for each of you. This is what you found on the body. So, I don't know if you kept the map from last time, Steven, but you found a map of Barovia, and the map had a windmill circled.
Yes.
Ismark dismounted from his horse and identified the body of the driver as Ivan from the village. And he told you a story about how his son had been taken from the village 3 months earlier, and he had never been seen again. And then that's where you found Ivan on this road. After that, the group was attacked by Strahd. He captured Irina, and he brutally killed Ismark and 2 of the horses. Now, the group only has 1 horse and a broken wagon. And that's where you are now. So.
Cool.
We're on our way to Vallaki, right?
You are.
Morin finds a map. Ivan's villager. Well, how long is it to Vallaki from... Are we at the windmill? Where are we at on this map?
No, you are kind of... You haven't crossed the river yet, and you also haven't even got to the gates yet, so you're over here.
Oh, that's right, we crossed here. Okay.
So where you are, it's a trail that goes high up into the mountains. So as you go, you're gaining elevation. So right now you're up in like a mountainy area. Mm-hmm. You haven't crossed the river, and you haven't got to the gates yet. And so, but that's where you are.
Okay, and we're on this road though?
Yes.
Yeah, alright. We have the 1 horse and a broken ass wagon.
I had all my notes all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That, yeah.
I think it is... I don't know how long we've been traveling. Oh, 2 hours in, overturned wagon. Okay, so we have 5 hours, but that was with the horses and the wagon, so...
You could have made it to Vallaki by nightfall with the horses, but 2 of them are dead, and they're beyond saving. So, as of right now, you would not be able to make it to Vallaki by nightfall.
Yes.
Not looking too good.
Where's Ismark right now?
You see Ismark is actually lying by the wagon. He took a few steps forward, and Strahd kind of picked him up and bit his neck out and dropped his body down. When you kind of look that way, you see his body there, and you see his hands just moving a little bit. You don't hear any sound coming from him, but you see there seems to be some movement in his hands.
So I walk over to him to see if there are any signs of life.
Yeah. Let's see here. Make a perception check. And yours is +2. No, +4. +3.
12.
12? You do see that there seems to be a very faint breath left in him. And you see his chest rising very, very slowly. But there seems to be a gurgling sound coming from him. And it doesn't seem like he has very long left.
Damn it, if only I had a med kit.
I want to cast message and like telepathically say to him, is there anything you'd like to tell us?
He seems to be unconscious. He's
Oh, okay.
Unconscious, but still barely holding on.
I could cast Spare the Dying and save him.
Do we want to take him with us? I don't have my notes, but I remember very clearly
Being very
adamant that I was over him and his, whatever she is to him. Sister? Right?
Let him die.
I was about to push her into him anyway and just be like, take her. Because I think we remember we planned on getting to the bridge. And then...
You're
something about the bridge.
You haven't crossed the bridge yet.
My phone.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
It's all right. So you haven't made it to the bridge yet. And
You're welcome to see my messy ass notes if you want.
you can ask any questions that you need. Any that you have.
Yeah.
So, yes, you were on your way to Vallaki. Strahd attacked, and Ismark tried to, I guess, negotiate with Strahd. Strahd picked up Ismark and bit his neck out and then dropped him down there. It's up to you guys what you want to do.
Do you want to save him?
I feel like that's what Hope would do.
You have to say it, though, because I won't. Otherwise.
Okay.
Now, so go ahead.
No, you first.
I want
you first.
to add one last little wrench into the plan here. The horse is strong enough to carry 3 of you, and you could make it to Vallaki by nightfall with just 3 of you.
Okay.
That would be me walking.
No, 3
No,
on the
3
horse.
of us.
The horse could carry 3
Well,
of
if
you.
we took him, I mean.
Yeah. So. Convince me.
I don't think I can.
I mean, he's like bleeding profusely out of his neck. I would imagine
He is, yes.
He's got his throat ripped out.
I don't.
I feel like that's not really a fixable condition. Maybe that's just me.
Alright.
No, that's not. Just you.
Alright. I say a prayer for Ismark quietly.
Okay.
I get on the horse.
I want to take out my dagger and just finish him.
Finish him off.
It's mercy killing.
Okay. So you do that, and like I said, he's unconscious. He doesn't feel anything. It's very quick, and he doesn't reach out to you or call out to you or anything. He just, how do you want to do it? Just like in the heart, maybe, or in the head? Have you thought about it?
Just like
Thought about mercy killing quite often.
how is he positioned on the ground?
He's laying on his back.
Laying on his back. I guess I just kind of pick him up a little bit and like do it like gladiator style, like they do it like.
Okay, so you do that, and you feel his body go. Oh, it was already lifeless and unconscious, but he drops to the ground, and you notice that he's not moving anymore, and there's no breath in him. So now you have him on the ground in front of you, dead.
Well, we should probably bury him, eh?
Oh.
Do you have a shovel?
I don't think I do.
I don't think
I don't
you
have
do,
a shovel
but
either.
you can check the wagon if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if there's a shovel in the wagon.
Check the wagon.
Okay, there is. There's
Okay.
a shovel in the wagon.
Okay.
How long do you want to spend?
I want to just throw some leaves on him. We have to go. We got things to do.
I would
It's
say-
almost nightfall.
Yeah, it's about 1 p.m.
So we set him on fire.
We could set him on fire. I'm done with that. Tomorrow.
Okay. Also,
let's
one thing
see.
to note is Strahd did attack during the day. Obviously, it was like noon when he attacked, but the forest was so dense that it blocked out most of the light.
Oh.
So, yeah,
Okay.
just to clarify that. So, so it's like 1:30 right now. And how long do you want to spend disposing of the body?
Not long.
Well, if we're gonna burn him, then let's just light him up and you know, spend like a couple minutes just to send him off with a
Yeah.
I just say
You
a
know?
prayer to Mora to help him, guide him, and help bless him in good fortune
Okay.
in the afterlife.
Okay, and then you pull out a torch and torch him. Okay, so his body, do you want to do it in the middle of the road, or do you want to take him off to the side? But
Off to the side.
Oh yeah, probably off to the side.
okay,
Yeah.
so you take him off to the side, you burn his body, and yeah, so now his body is disposed of. This mark.
I feel like we need some solemn D&D music.
You have Spotify.
I have Spotify. What were you using before, Mike?
I was using, there was a Gloom playlist, I think, that I sent to you.
Where'd you post it? Did you text
I
it?
texted it to you, yeah.
You can
Okay.
probably just search D&D on Spotify. There's tons of.
Is there another pen in there? Anything?
Actually,
Pencil?
there's a blue
cool.
pen. There you go.
Perfect.
D&D battle.
Oh, I have some paper, I think. Or actually, Ariel, do you have any paper?
We do.
Fine. I just use the back of this.
Well, here's like a couple of my scratch printouts. Those are not as good. Oh, and Monica, this is the printout of your Vistani curses and your evil eye
yay.
ability that
There's
you can.
my information.
That's what you can cast with your ability.
I don't know how loud it's going to be.
Actually, Monica, I do have 2 blank sheets of paper here for you.
What is that noise?
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Here,
Wonderful.
can I borrow like a book
Yeah.
or something?
Here, you can borrow this one.
I just need the. I'll write in the back of it.
You're fine.
There's belly.
I want to kick his face.
This is so spacey.
So okay, so now there's the wagon in the middle of the road. There is the driver dead and the horse dead. There is also a dead wolf that kind of jumped out at you, and that was the one that guys were able to kill. So, what would you guys like to do? You, like I said, you could make it to Vallaki since you were so quick with disposing of Ismark's body. The 3 of you could, hug together, and you can make it to Vallaki by nightfall, if you needed to.
I hold Mozark tightly and say, let's go.
I want to check real quick if there's anything else useful on this cart.
Okay.
Where did we get the cart from?
It was turned over in the road, and the driver was dead or whatever, and that's how we got ambushed.
It's a
Because
twat.
we all dismounted, and then
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Yeah.
So there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of value on the wagon.
Okay.
You presume that Ivan was traveling light. It was just a few basic supplies, like I said, the shovel, some crates with some dried food, and some water, and that's about it.
Can we take that?
If you'd like to, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
You're tracking our inventory, right?
I am. So you take the dried food and water from the wagon. Okay.
Touch his belly.
I want to. I
Do
look
it.
him up.
Do it.
He's so sweet. Oh, he's so calm.
So as you make your way,
Sorry.
are you done here?
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
the wagon? Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
hold Mo tightly. Just wait.
okay, so you all huddle up on the horse, and you make your way further up into the mountains through the dense forest. You approach a bridge, and the bridge is 1,000 feet high, looking down into the river Ivlis. When you look down, you can actually see the Vistani camp that you were at the previous night.
I see.
A few of the tents and the wagons kind of very far and low in the distance. They're super tiny to you guys because you guys are so high up. The bridge itself is made of cobbled together stones covered in a light layer of moss, and the overcast skies still kind of surround you. You make your way across the bridge, and you come to a crossroads. To the right, you can see there's a path. The dirt path slowly kind of turns into a cobbled pathway, like a laid cobbled road. you see the eerie mist that kind of welcomed you to Barovia, thick down the path to the right. And again, the cobblestones in the road are covered in a thin layer of moss. To the left, you see a large iron gate, similar to the one that you saw when you first got to Barovia, flanked by two massive stone guardians or stone humanoid figures. These ones have their heads still attached. And that's what you see to your left, is you see a giant gate.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the map.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the castle is most likely to the right. We want to go through this gate if we want to get to Vallaki.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So this gate, is there like it's closed or it's open or what?
The gate is closed. It's a massive iron gate that is closed.
Does it go all the way, like through the trees? Or is it just a gate and no fence?
Like, could you go around it?
Go around it.
No, you couldn't. There's a wall that leads up to it. So the only way to get through this gate is
How high is this wall?
It's 100 feet.
Okay.
It's 100 feet.
It's a big gate.
And you said the gate's an iron gate, so I presume we could see through it.
Yes.
So, do we notice anything on the other side of the gate?
On the other side of the gate, you don't see much, but you just see trees, and the road continues on the other side of the gate, the dirt road.
Okay. I'll jump off the horse and walk up to the gate and see if I can
Okay.
push it open.
Okay. So as you approach, the gate opens on its own.
Okay.
This one, it appears to open inwards,
Okay.
like towards you.
I have a question.
Yes.
How's the horse acting right now?
The horse is calm.
Okay.
Yeah, the horse is calm.
And you said there's two giant statues or something? Or
Yes, they look the exact same as the ones that you saw when you entered Barovia, except these ones don't have their heads cut off or like removed or fallen off. These ones still have their heads on.
Can I inspect the statues and kind of see if there's any kind of markings on it or anything that I can discern about it?
Continue, I'll be right back.
Yeah, well, I know that since you're a dwarf, you get advantage on
Stone cunning.
history checks when it comes to stonework. So if you'd like, you can make a history check.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
So you just add double your proficiency bonus to that, right?
Okay. So, okay, well, I rolled a 2, but then, let's see what my history would be. History. So my history is 3, and then my proficiency is 2. So what, do I add 7 to that?
Yeah.
So that's a 9.
9? Okay. So you aren't able to discern much from these stone statues.
Okay.
But you do recognize that they are the same as the ones that were at the gates when you entered Barovia.
Okay.
The stonework doesn't seem to be from any civilization that you remember, but they do seem to appear to be very old.
Okay.
Probably about 500 or 600 years old.
Okay.
Other than that, you don't notice any markings or any kind of. Are you looking for like religious symbols or like?
Just like if there if there's an inscription or anything like that, or like any insignia or anything.
You don't notice anything.
Okay. I want to lead the horse by the reins through the gate before I get back onto it.
Okay. And do the two of you agree to this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So as you make your way through the gate, you're walking it calmly through the gate. The horse does not seem to be upset by this or weirded out. You make it to the other side of the gate, and the same way that it opened, it slowly closes behind you as well.
Okay. I want to, just out of curiosity, I want to walk up to the gate and kind of give it a
Pull on
push.
it?
Push, yeah, see if it's able to be opened physically.
It is. Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's heavy, and
Okay.
you have to put some elbow grease into it, but you
Okay.
are able to.
So it's not like we're locked in or
right.
anything. Okay.
You kind of you push on it.
Uh-huh.
And you do feel it
Okay.
gives enough for you to squeeze through if you needed to.
Okay. So I'm like, okay. I feel a little bit relieved by that.
Me too.
Okay.
So I climb back onto the horse.
Okay. And just then, a misty rain starts to fill the air, and you hear lightning, and you see thunder coming from the clouds above.
He killed us.
Yeah, you lose. It's a new campaign.
I was 100% expecting to die last round, just so you know.
Yeah, no, it's a brand new campaign. There's rainbows and
Yay! No vampires this time, just unicorns.
He decided he wanted to be good.
So now on the other side, so you made it to the gates. You went to the gates. You avoided avoided the path to the right, which was obviously the castle. Now, when you're on the other side of the gates, they closed behind you, but they didn't lock you in. Steven or Morin was able to go up and push it, and the gates pushed open again.
Okay.
So you're not trapped on the other side. When you're on the other side of the gate, you do notice that you're at the top, at what seems to be the peak of this particular mountain that you're on.
Okay.
The view that you see looks down into a vast valley. In the distance, straight ahead of you, you see a walled city. And then slightly closer, but to the left, you see a windmill. And like I was saying, there was a misty rain that started to fill the air, and you hear lightning and you see thunder in the clouds above, and the rain just starts downpouring. So there's rain coming down on you.
Okay.
Put my hood on.
I noticed that the windmill is circled on the map, but I'm thinking we need to get to Vallaki, you know, before this gets any worse.
It's on the way.
I mean, yeah.
Now, looking at the map, it looks like you could take a shortcut instead of following the whole path.
Yeah.
I noticed that a couple times.
What does it look like in the direction of kind of cutting
if you were to cut
the
across
shortest?
the path?
Yeah.
It's dense forest, but since you don't have a wagon and it's just 3 of you on a horse, you could make it through. It's not like a cliffside or anything.
Okay.
It is a steep decline, but if you're careful, you could do it without getting hurt.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, it's on the way anyway. We just kind of give it a once over and
take the shortcut or stick to the path. What do you guys think?
What's the time right now?
The time right now, it's about 4:30.
So would you say, like, on the path, we can still see sun, or we're not, or we can see the sky because it's raining right now?
You can see the sky, but it's dark rain clouds.
Yeah, you might as well cut through then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine with it.
And then, I mean, if the weather turns, we just stay wherever in the forest anyway.
Sure.
Okay. So you.
I wanna light a torch as well to kind of so I can see where the hell we're going.
Okay. So you cut off of the main path to try to save some time. Let's see. The dense forest appears to kind of grow even denser around you, blocking out most of the light. In fact, all you see right now is just the torchlight and some small little slits of light coming through the trees. But the torch is mainly what's illuminating your descent, or your decline down this hill. Just then, the rain grows even stronger, and I'd like. I'm just gonna make a check here. Here's your dice.
Okay.
And the horse is gonna need to make a check.
Who has the highest animal handling?
That's what I'm kind of wondering.
Monica can cast Animal Friendship if she needs to.
Oh, yeah, now.
Mine's only 2, or +2.
Okay. The horse rolls a 20.
Ice.
Okay.
So not a natural 20.
Very
we
skilled
good.
horse.
Hell
So-
yeah.
The horse
horsey.
feels its feet start to slip, and then it manages to gain its footing, and it doesn't slip down any further. But it does give you 3 quite the scare.
Oh.
You are able to make it down, and you successfully cross through the forest without any other events, minus the rain that's kind of soaking you. One thing you notice is that the wolves that you had heard before, the other nights that you were traveling, and the days as well, they've stopped. You don't hear them anymore. So it's kind of a welcome sound to you guys. You don't hear the wolves. But when you get to the bottom, you reconnect with the main path. And so you get back on the dirt road and you kind of continue on your way to
We made
Vallaki.
it. Huzzah.
job, team. Good job, horsey.
So, how close are we to the windmill now?
You've bypassed the section of the windmill.
Okay, so we went straight down by the...
Yeah, you cut across that little
okay.
shortcut right there. So you continue down this dirt road that kind of goes further into the valley, and you can see Vallaki kind of getting closer to you. When you are approaching the gates, a misty fog has filled the air from the wet weather, and you see through the fog along the dirt road, there seems to be 12 pikes with wolf heads speared on top of them as you're approaching. And you see a huge palisade kind of built up around this city and a big wooden gate. And you feel a sense of safety when you see this city.
Well, I think that explains the lack of dog barking. And point at the heads.
That's what I like to see.
So right now you're about 20 feet, I would say about 50 feet away, but you can see like through the mist the gate of Vallaki. Would you like to approach?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you approach, you hear a voice come from on top of the wall, and it's a guard, one of the city guards, kind of watching the gate, and he says, "Halt right there! Who goes there? Speak!"
Hello, friends. We're travelers.
Travelers. We don't welcome people into Vallaki very often. So, what business do you have?
How close is he to us?
You're about 20 feet away.
And I'm going to use Charm Person.
Charm person? Okay. Let's see here.
Spicy play.
We want to go in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have the same spell. Can I like help her to?
Yeah, if you want to roll like charm person with advantage.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find where that is because I know I had written down the spells. There it is. Okay.
So once.
So
Wait, is this just for fighting, though?
No, it's for
okay.
social interactions as well. So charm person, they have to make a wisdom saving throw, and if it fails, it's charmed by you until the end of the spell. So yes, so he's gonna make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage because you're both using this.
Yeah.
Now she gets 1 use per day. That's a first level spell slot for you.
Yeah.
So okay, so he rolls a 3 and a 1. So he is thoroughly charmed. And he says, my apologies. Yes. What can I do for you? What do you need? And then you hear another one, and he's like, "What are you doing? Who are these people? We don't know these people. Quiet, all right? They're my friends. What can I do for you?"
I forgot why we're here.
Yeah. Hold on, can we
looking-
pause for a second?
Break.
Yeah, just
I forgot why we're here. I forgot why
I don't
we're
have my
here.
note. Yeah, so I'm like,
Before that, we learned Madame Eva made a pact with the Fate to give her people power. Strahd was jealous. I forgot why we're here.
I thought we were going to the castle. So I don't remember why we're here.
Okay.
Aren't we here on behalf
Wait a
of the
minute.
people?
I had it written down.
I thought we were
People-
supposed to get Irina here to safety.
That is what you were supposed to do.
So we were supposed to go to the castle, right?
That's what. No. Ismark asked you to take Irina to Vallaki to get her safe there.
So she's probably not here.
And Madame Eva did say that once you get there, you should go to the church because that's the source.
Oh, can you tell us that again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I
Okay.
said I'll be telling you things as it pops up.
Thank you.
She did say that you need to go to the church to because that's the source of the magical protection on Vallaki.
Okay.
And then before Ismark died, he said with his dying breath, or before he sacrificed himself, he said, "Get to the Blue Water Inn." He told Irina to get to the Blue Water Inn.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. So we're here on behalf of Ismark. He didn't make it, sadly, but I'm not talking. This is still sidebar.
yeah.
Okay.
He didn't make it with us, sadly.
Because we were trying to get a sister.
We were trying to get a sister here, but Strahd has taken her captive. And then, Blue
Yeah.
Water Inn, and what was the other part? The church.
The church.
The
Yeah.
church. Get to the church because that's the source of the magical protection. That's what Madame Eva said.
Oh,
and
yeah. Okay. I need to go back and...
Because as far as anyone knows, Strahd doesn't attack this area. He doesn't attack Vallaki.
Yes.
Okay. So should we still go to the church and the Blue Water Inn? One or the other, or neither?
I'd go to the church at least, because...
I want to know why she was supposed to go to the Blue Water Inn. Like, what was there? Just to keep her there, you think?
Maybe just as a safe spot, I don't know.
There it is. 3 ways to weaken his power.
Oh, okay.
It's,
You can ask me questions too out of game if you need to.
trying to figure out where that was.
You're not in
This symbol, the beacon of the hope of life. Is that where we're... No.
Is he done it?
Yeah, his paws are twitching.
It's chasing rabbits.
The missionary, someone seeking a book. I don't remember.
Okay, go ahead.
There's 3 things we're looking for,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
History, symbol, and a sword.
Yep.
So we're looking for the symbol then.
Yes. And there's also a powerful ally that will aid you in your quest. And so.
Will you?
The missionary, someone seeking a...
Yeah. So just a quick little recap of like what Madame Eva said. She told you that there was a sword. There was a sword that would that could be used to against Strahd. There's a sword made of sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
There's a holy symbol that will weaken him, and then there was a book with knowledge of Strahd. And
Right.
she told you where these things are located as well. There's also a powerful ally, but she didn't give you as much information about her.
Her.
Except that it's a her.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Steven, any input here?
Let's go to this church. Yeah?
Okay.
Or if we want to put down for the night and do it in the morning, that's fine too.
A rest would be nice. After that battle.
Okay, any other questions about Madame Eva's reading for right now?
I don't think so.
Okay, but you understand why you're in Vallaki now.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're still in front of the gates, and the one. So what? So he says, "Why are you here? What business do you have?"
We are religious people seeking a place to worship our God at the church. Right? We're very religious, my friends.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Oh, of course, of course." Let's see here. He says,
Thanks
"Yes."
for charming him.
He says, "That's strange. Lucian didn't tell me he was expecting anyone. Wait here." And then you see him get down. And
I whisper to them, should we just like name drop Madame Eva? Do you think she's welcome here?
I think we should.
Well, yeah, she told us to
We've
come
been
here.
sent by her.
We've been sent
Well, when he comes
by
back.
Madame Eva.
And the other guard says, "Madame Eva, well, she is a very powerful Vistani. If she sent you, then you must be on very important business.
Yes, we're very important.
But what is it? Are you from the church, or are you from being sent by Madame Eva?"
Why
Yes.
not both? Yes.
I know the Vistani don't really worship the same god as Lucian does. This is,
Which God is that? Remind me. I think it's been a long day, you know. There's just lots of stuff we've done. And
of course, the Morning Lord, of course.
the Morning Lord, yes. That she seemed kind of like flexible in her ideology. Like, just kind of like, everyone's got their own God and just, doing your own thing. Kind of thing.
So, just then,
I'm probably digging myself a hole right now, guys. Don't let me talk.
he's kind of sitting there just like, Well, I'm not gonna let you in. I don't know who you are, what your business is. And then you hear a voice come from down below the gate on the other side, and it's the first guard. And you hear him say, "I talked to Lucian, and he said he wasn't expecting anyone, but if they say they're from the church, let them in. I have a good feeling about these people." And so sure enough...
See, guard number 1, you're too hypey, man.
So then So you hear.
Do we look like bad people? I kind of covered Mo.
So everyone in Barovia is bad. You have to understand, we keep a very secure lock on this gate. We only let people who we are sure are serving the best interest of Vallaki and not working for Strahd. We have to make sure that we don't have anybody inside our village.
Fuck that guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Strahd is an evil person.
Yes.
We hate
And
Strahd.
We have no
He's
business
the
with Strahd
worst.
here.
He's just gone around being bitey.
But because Mozark was so convincing and was able to charm the first guard, he feels very good about you. He spoke with Lucian. Lucian is willing to take you in. So he expresses all of this to the other guards, and the gate slowly starts to creak open. And so you see it open up, and in front of you, you see that the mist does not enter the walls of the city. It's completely clear. There's a thin layer of water kind of on the cobblestone streets of the village. You smell the comforting scent of campfire wood from the chimneys coming around from around the village. And the guard says, "Well, the church. Of course, I can guide you there if you need me to give you some instructions." And he says, "The church will be the first big building you see on your left as you walk in." And he says, "Yes, Lucian is expecting you." And so, you make you.
Yeah.
No, let's go.
Okay.
I get off the horse and walk.
Someone's holding on to this horsey, right?
Maybe we should take him
What's
to the
this
stable.
horsey's name? Should we name the horsey?
Let's take him to the stable.
He deserves a name.
Guard, sir, where's the stable?
He says, there's a stable next to the stockyard. It's on the other side of the village.
Oh, the other side? Couldn't
yes.
put it by the gate?
There are more than one gate in this village. It's on the other. It's by the other gate on the other side of the village.
Oh, of course, I knew that.
It's what we call the morning gate,
Ah,
because it's where the sun rises on the east side of the village.
Clever.
He says, there you'll find Arisek's stockyard. They anything that we need to store, any wagons or other things, including horses, there's a stable there for them as well.
all right.
And so you make your way over to the stockyard or the stables.
Yeah.
Be a good idea.
Okay. So as you make your way through the village, you feel a sense of calm over you. You see a few young boys kind of holding up flyers and calling out, take one, celebration in Vallaki, celebration, please, take one. Would you like to take one?
Take one and I read it.
Okay. So it says, sorry, I'm paraphrasing here. We are celebrating the protection from Strahd. We are 5 years without an attack.
Oh.
And to celebrate, we're going to march through the city with wolves, the heads of wolves and the dead bodies of wolves. We're going to parade through the city to symbolize our victory over Strahd. And then it's signed at the bottom, Baron Vargas Vallaki.
Baron Vallaki?
Yep. Baron
Baron.
Vallaki.
Uh-huh. This looks fun. What do you guys think? When is this event, young man?
He says, it's in a week's time. And we're gonna meet here on the main road. And last I heard, we need some more wolf heads, though. But perhaps you can talk to Solzar and Yevgeny. They're the ones that they're the wolf hunters around here. I don't know any more than that. They like to hang out at the Blue Water Inn.
Oh, what were their names again?
Soldar and Yevgeny. I don't really know them much, but they're big, broody people. And they're tough. If they can take down wolves, they're very tough.
All right. Well, thank you. It sounds really fun. Are you going?
And he kind of turns. He goes, "Take one, celebration."
How does this kid look? Does he look kind of scruffy looking, or does he look like he's all well fed, or
He
what?
looks well fed.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks well fed.
I pat him on the head.
I just don't have my youth anymore. I'm not cute anymore.
So you make your way over to the stables, and unless there's anything else you want, do you want to?
This guy's done with me.
Drop off this horse.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you make your way through the village, you see.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Is there an apothecary or any like an alchemist or anywhere or can I tap that guy with the flyer? Say hey.
And he says, "Yeah. So, what do you want?"
Well, I'm a healer and I like to heal things, so I'm looking for a med kit or a place to get a med kit.
I suppose you could go talk to the to Lucian at the church.
That makes sense, yeah.
He's the one who handles. Anytime we got anybody who's sick or needs some healing, we send them over to St. Andrew's Church. That's where Lucian worships.
Got it. Thank you. I pat him on the head and we go.
Yes. Yep.
Can I go get some wine glass?
Yes. Oh, wait,
I'll get it for you.
I'm too short to grab.
As you leave,
I could reach these too.
As he leaves, he goes, "You're welcome." He goes, "All will be well," and then kind of goes off. "Take one, celebration."
I love your accent.
Yes, it does.
It took some turns, but
It did. I was like, "Is it like New York or is it like?"
Oliver Twist.
it reminded me of that scene in The Office where Oscar with the seeds and the dit. They're playing the murder mystery.
Yeah.
A Murder in Savannah.
So you can.
Seeds and the dit.
I find that it doesn't matter the quality of the accent as long as you stick to it.
Yeah.
You gotta commit.
More.
Yes, we have another bottle. Yes. Fill that glass up. Mike, did you want a glass?
No, thank you.
Okay. We have a sparkling water too if you want some of that. I'm a douchebag. No.
Because you're a douchebag. All right.
There's soda too, Dr.
Great
Pepper.
reason.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
So you make your way through the village. You pass the young boys who are handing out these flyers. On your left, you see a brightly lit tavern, kind of light coming out of all of the windows, kind of filling the road that you're passing by. And you see a collection of ravens perched along the roof of this tavern.
Ravens?
Real ravens.
Okay.
Yeah, real ravens. And they're not cawing, they're silent. But they're sitting on top of the tavern, and you see a big sign across the front that says Blue Water Inn. The Blue Water Inn. You also pass a grand building kind of off to the right in the distance, sitting on top of a hill. That is the Burgomaster's mansion. You thought you'd get away from the Burgomasters, huh?
Mm.
Actually,
burger?
I'm sorry. It's the Baron's mansion. He's the Baron in this town. I apologize.
I want to give the ravens like a dirty scowl.
They perceive this and they caw at you. And then they all start going.
Oh, you didn't like that.
I like to make a rude gesture towards them. Like whatever the equivalent of the middle finger is in whatever Barovia, or whatever world we occupy, Middle Earth or whatever the hell.
So you don't really know. You do.
I mean, I'm a dwarf. I mean, like whatever a dwarf would like give like an equivalent of a middle finger.
Okay, and they just continue to caw at you, and they seem to take note of this though. They don't like it. They're not happy about it.
Good.
And they all fly into a window, kind of in the attic, and they all kind of go in the attic, and they just
You and
disappear.
birds.
They disappear into the attic.
Damn birds! I hate these stupid things.
Fucking shit with birds, man.
Always in trouble with birds.
We don't have to deal with birds where I'm from.
You continue through the village, along the cobblestone streets, the soothing scent of fire still filling the air, and there seems to be a warmth in the air as well. You get to the stables, and you're greeted by two people, a man and a woman, and they say, "Welcome to Arisek's stockyard.
Sorry.
Do you have any storage needs? I see we can find a good place for that horse if you're interested in keeping them somewhere, we have a wonderful stable over here to the left.
Yeah.
How much for room and board for our pony?
Oh, it's
We haven't named, by the way.
It's very reasonable. 1 gold a night, and we'll feed the horse. We'll make sure that he's warm, that no harm comes to him.
Sold.
So it's 1 gold per night.
Yeah,
So I want to give him
1 gold.
do a little trick and like toss him a gold coin.
Says, thank you.
Two
And
gold coins.
2 gold coins?
Why not?
And they say, sir, I think you've overpaid.
No, I haven't overpaid.
Well, I thank you. We'll see to it that your horse, what's your horse's name?
Pony.
We'll see to it that Pony
2 eyes.
is very well taken care of. With 2 eyes. We'll see to it that Pony is very well taken care of.
Pony from Genuine.
Not bad.
Is that the name of your pony from Genuine? No.
Hyphenated
say-
throughout it.
They said, you guys look like you've had such a rough time. And look at your horse covered in mud. I'll see to it that Pony is given a wash as well.
Thank you, kind sir.
Of course. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Could you point me in the direction of the church again?
Which gate did you enter? Was it the one across the village?
Yes, all
The western
way
gate. Okay.
on the other side.
Well, you would have passed it immediately on your left. It would have been one of the first buildings you saw. It's hard to miss. It's a large steeple. It looks very much like a church.
Thank you.
Yeah. These, so I'd like, let's see here. 3 steps. There we go.
She's sleepy.
Morin, or Mozark, I'd like you to make a perception check, please.
Am I rolling?
A d20 plus 4.
Hi, you.
I have a treat for you.
Sweet. Damn. Here you go. 13.
13, so you roll a 17 total. So as you're... Let's see. I need to do something real quick.
He makes these like noises.
Puppy grunts.
Oh, you're not gonna do it now, are you? Oh, poor puppy.
So as you're speaking with Gunther and Yelena, who are the married couple that own the stables and the stockyard, they
Gunther.
a very kind of colorful wagon catches your eye in the stockyard across from the stables. It seems to be very
I'm sorry, what?
a very colorful wagon. Looks like a carnival wagon. Catches your eye.
Oz.
It looks kind of like that, like what you would think like a one-man show kind of would have, or a fortune teller or something like that. And it's across from the stables, behind a thick like iron gate, but it's back there, and it catches your eye, and it looks so out of place that you notice it. And I just wanted you to have that information.
But I'm gonna let them know. Hey guys, look at this wagon over there. Well, interesting, isn't it?
Fun.
Does it look anything like the Vistani wagons that we saw in the camp?
It looks nothing like the Vistani wagons. The Vistani wagons are cloth covered like barrel wagons.
Okay.
This one is kind of very like colorful, elegant, and like whimsical. I guess that's the right word to use. Very whimsical looking. It's kind of orange with gold trim, and there's like a solid wooden door that would open up on this one.
Interesting little wagon, ain't it?
From your perspective, you notice the curtains have been pulled shut, though, so you can't see inside the wagon. It's too far in the distance, really, but you see that. And so Gunther says, "Well, we'll see to it the pony is very well taken care of. And is there anything else I can do for you?"
No, thank you.
And he goes, "Of course." He goes, "Well, I hope you have a great night, and all will be well."
Good night.
I want to nudge Mo and say, maybe we'll have to check out that wagon after dark, eh?
thinking just the same thing.
So you make your way back through the village, passing the Blue Water Inn on your right. The ravens have all gone away. They're not perched on the outside anymore. And you continue.
So where do you guys want to go?
Church, I guess.
I want to go to the church.
Me too.
We're probably going to stay at the inn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys make your way past the Blue Water Inn, and you go to the church, and you see the long stained glass windows in the front of the church, solid wooden doors kind of in the front, a big white building with a steeple, and the cobblestone road leading up to it. And the door is actually propped open. So you see it's open, and there's it's dark now in the village, by the way. And you see a kind of a faint, like a torchlight or candlelight kind of shining out from inside the church.
Okay.
Would you like to enter?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you enter, you see that there's about 10 people, villagers, that are inside, and they're all kind of on their knees in front of a big altar with a large sun symbol kind of in the back behind the altar, and they seem to be praying. And you see the town priest kind of walking in front of them, and he's like doing a little thing. I don't know what they do in churches, but he's doing one of those.
You wouldn't know.
Blessing.
A blessing. He's blessing people. And
Collecting money, I'm sure, at some point.
yeah.
Something about wine? I don't know.
And you see that one of the women that he's blessing is fighting back tears. She's having a hard time, and she seems to a tear seems to run down her face.
Can we sit? Is there like room to sit in like the back?
Yes.
I like to sit down and just kind of observe them for a little bit.
Okay.
I recognize that this is like a spiritual place
you
for
don't
them.
wanna intrude.
No, but I also want to see what's going on.
Okay. So you have a seat. All three of you, I'm assuming, have a seat in the back.
I walk closer.
You walk closer. Okay.
I'm gonna sit with Mo.
The two of you sit back.
Feel a little out of place.
Yeah.
The two of you sit back in the church. Hope kind of approaches a little bit, walks up, and you just see that it seems to be a very calm ceremony, or like a sermon.
I'm gonna take Amelia out so she can watch.
Okay, so you do that, and you see it's a calm sermon that they're doing, and he says, you hear him, and he's saying, "May the light of the morning Lord Lathander fill you, and will you always be protected by the morning Lord. We are all, because of his glory and his blessing, we are safe here in the town of Vallaki, and we are forever grateful." And he notices you walking up, and he goes, fellow patrons, please come in. Anyone is welcome in the church. Feel free to have a seat and observe if you'd like to. But at the moment, we're in the middle of the blessing.
I walk in and I have a seat like as close as possible, just like to the front where he is.
Baller.
Okay. And he looks at you, and he notices that you're dressed like a cleric, and he says, I don't notice your garb. Where are you from?
I'm not from here.
And I've heard that before. Many people who find themselves trapped in Barovia naturally gravitate here. It is a source of calm for the people. So it's no coincidence that you'd find yourself here. So is there anything I could do for you?
We're looking for a man called Lucien.
Well, you found him. That is me.
Oh.
I am Lucien.
Oh, and I like stand up and I grab his hand and I shake it like furiously and I go, "Hi, my name is Hope."
Hope. Welcome to St. Andrew's Church.
Yes. Oh, wait, did he see me walk in with them?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, what's everyone else in there do? Because I thought he was giving a sermon.
He was like walking. They were all up at like the steps leading up to the altar. They were on their knees, and he was like walking in front of them, like kind of blessing each one of them.
Oh, okay.
And
cool.
That's what you see. And then he says, I'm sorry. What did you say?
I
You're looking
hope.
for Lucian.
I'm looking for Lucian,
Okay.
and I said, "Nice to meet you." And I took his hand out. Nice to meet you.
Of course.
I'm going to get up and kind of walk behind her now because I see that they're having an exchange.
I like pull Mo up, and I go, "This is my friend Mo. This is Lucian."
I'm part what? What am I?
You're part Vistani.
Okay.
Yeah, Vistani.
Okay.
If you need to reference that, it's on the Vistani curses. That's the word. And on that page that I gave you next to you over there.
Yeah.
Over
Oh,
there.
this one. Yeah.
Yeah. So if that helps, kind of like a little mnemonic device. He says, Mozark, pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. Are you also a follower of the Morning Lord Defender?
No, I'm not personally.
Oh, I probably should have mentioned I'm not either.
That is.
But
Because here at St. Andrew's Church, we are welcome of all walks of life. Welcome to all walks of life and any faith. We say, as long as you're good in your heart, you can pray here, you can worship here.
I love that, and I'm especially good because I worship Tamora, who. Then I stop myself.
I've never heard of Tamora, but she must be a wonderful girl.
She is the goddess of good fortune, and we love her.
Says, well, you're welcome to stay here as long as you like. We don't have anywhere to have you sleep, but if you'd like to leave a donation, you can. We're always looking for help around here. We do have some costs. It's just myself and Yeska, the two of us. Yeska is my altar boy. It's just the two of us, and we have basic needs. We need to eat and clothe ourselves, but everything else in the donation box goes straight to the church.
It's a hard life, ain't it?
Yes, it is, but we don't we don't need much. And we feel safe here, protected from Strahd, and this is a safe place to worship.
When he says that, I'm going to put a gold coin in the. I'm going to do a toss for her to go with my coins.
And he says, "Thank you." He says, "All will be well."
We need it.
So you know of Strahd.
Yes, of course. He is the common thread in everything in Barovia.
Is there a way that we could talk to you one-on-one after your sermon is done?
Yes. In fact, if you'd like to help me with the blessing.
By the goddess of Tamora,
Okay.
I bless all of you people.
Like her god or his, or how does that work?
And he says, "Thank you. That'll do.
you go.
That will do." He says, That will do. In fact, if you'd like, you can help me with the blessings. We do a sermon once a week. If you'd like, you can assist me. Yeska and myself could definitely use somebody else who knows of the faith, who knows the way.
I do know the way.
It's all you, man.
But you want to ask if he can speak with him one-on-one after the sermon?
I want to ask about. I know about it.
Yeah. So, are you available anytime to speak with us? We have some other private matters that.
Of
I
course.
think you can help us.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I will help you. Bless all of these beautiful people.
Okay. And he says, well, that finishes our sermon. And you see the people start to get up, and he goes through and he shakes all of their hands one by one. And he says, we will see you next week, I'm sure. Yes? Saying to everybody. He goes, all will be well, all will be well, all will be well. And then they're saying it back, and they're slowly moving their way.
I stand up as everybody else is standing up, and then I walk in the opposite direction up towards him.
He goes, another strange face. I haven't seen you around. Are you a fan or a follower of Descender?
I reach out my hand, Morin Stoneslayer.
Stranger danger.
Look at Morin.
Well, pleasure to meet you, Morin.
Stranger danger.
Pleasure to meet you, Morin. So it's just the four of us now. Morin, I assume you're with the two of them here. It's not very often we see people that we haven't seen before. They're very protective of the gates, so you must be good people if they let you in.
Yes. Yes, that's us.
That's why they let us
That's us.
in, definitely.
Well, okay, well, is there anything I can do for you?
We were actually sent here by. I'm sorry, you have to forget my names. Usually I have them written down.
Madam Eva?
Madam Eva. I'm told we came here to help a woman named Irina.
Irina, yeah.
And she's been, but she's been taken by Strahd, and
because Irina, I think, was that the Burgomaster Colian? That was his daughter.
It was.
I heard a little. How is she?
Stolen.
Well,
very, very kidnapped.
Sorry, you said that. You said that.
And we have a bit of other bad news too. Ismark didn't quite make it.
We find ourselves pretty ill-equipped, and we were hoping that by coming here and finishing what Madame Eva told us, that we could figure out how to save her, and other things along the way.
I want to. What is he wearing?
How old is he? I want to know.
Oh, okay, he's like in his like late 30s.
He's a youngin'.
Yeah, he's pretty young. He's in the late 30s. He's wearing like long white robes with gold trimming, and in the middle of the robe there's a big sun symbol. But he's also wearing a necklace around his neck, a gold necklace that has that sun symbol on it as well.
I like that necklace a lot.
Thank you. This is the sign of my god. You can have it if you'd like.
The fuck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. You seem like a trustworthy person, and anytime I can spread the protection and the goodwill of Lathander to another, especially one of the clergy. He takes it off and he hands it to you. He says, "May this bring you good fortune.
Cool.
And may this protect you on your travels."
By the light of tomorrow, and I put it on.
Amelia squeaks.
And when you put it on, you feel kind of a warmth kind of fill you, and you feel that it is kind of, I don't know, you feel a connection to it. And he says, "May the light of the morning Lord Lathander fill all of your days." And he
Feel
says,
all warm and fuzzy.
and he says, "It's a shame to hear what happened to Ismark and Irina. Far too often we hear of stories like this. That is the cost of living in Strahd's domain, but unfortunately we have no choice sometimes."
We're hoping we can still save her. If there's anything that you can tell us on how to defeat him, how to...
He says, "Well, Strahd does not bother us here too often. In fact, it's been about 5 years since the last attack, and 5 years ago, the village has been under a protective spell. You see, we call this Saint Andrew's Church. Saint Andrew, he was somebody that used to run this church, and he was a very powerful cleric. When he passed away, we buried him here in the church, and his body, his bones, are protecting the village of Vallaki from Strahd. And,
Do you mean that's literally?
literally his bones?
Literally.
Literally his bones, yes. Nah, he's buried here in the church, and he was...
What's his name?
Saint Andrew, Andral.
How come in death he's able to protect the city, but not while he was living?
The Morning Lord blessed him when he passed away. He sacrificed himself 5 years ago in the last attack, and that was able to, because he sacrificed himself, the Morning Lord blessed his body when we buried him.
How did he die?
Strahd attacked with his minions, and he was the only one who was protecting the village. And he stood up and he tried to protect us, but when he did that, he sacrificed himself, and he pushed Strahd out of the village along with his minions and his vampire spawn, and he hasn't been back since. It seemed as if the Morning Lord intervened. He looked down on us and he blessed us with the sacrifice of Saint Andrew.
Can I ask you a question about the necklace that you gave my dear friend and mentor?
Of course.
I don't, hold on. Pretend I have to rephrase my question. I want to make sure I ask
How
the
did
right
you get
question.
this cool necklace?
I
got you, girl.
Thank you.
He says...
it seems to have some sort of magical properties because of healing.
Mm-hmm.
Does it protect those around her or just the ones wearing it?
It's a simple charm. It's just a blessing that we give it. I wouldn't say that it really protects you, but it fills you with the warmth of Lathander and the power of Lathander. It's a fairly run-of-the-mill necklace. It's not really anything special. I can get another one.
But it's been blessed.
Yes, by the church, by me here at the church.
Well, we're actually looking for something that might serve to weaken Strahd. And we were told that perhaps some sort of pendant or necklace might somehow weaken. We're looking for a symbol in the shape of a sun.
I see.
And I looked down at the necklace. Yeah.
Let me see here.
If this is just an ordinary necklace.
Yeah, I'll give you a little extra information there. Let me just
My puppy. Okay, let's get your itchy spot. Where's your itchy spot?
He says the symbols, they come from the Abbey of Saint Markovia. That's where they create these and they bless them, or they bring them over, and that's where we get our symbols from the Abbey of Saint Markovia. You said Madame Eva mentioned something about a holy symbol?
Yes.
And she said it looked similar to this one, yes?
She said it was in the symbol of a sun and flame.
I see.
Roll it. It's in the necklace in the shape of a sun.
He says there is an abbey outside of Kresk, the next village down the road. If you want to know more about the origin or how they get these holy symbols, then that's where I would recommend that you go.
Okay.
To the Abbey of Saint Markovia.
Okay.
But this one here, it's given me good luck, I suppose, but I wouldn't say that it would protect me if I were to go outside of Vallaki's walls.
Okay. It looks nice, though, doesn't it? Do you guys think so?
Suits you.
Oh, thank you.
He does say, if you'd like to help me with the weekly blessings, I suppose I could pay you something. It would be a small amount, just 5 gold a week. If you'd like, I can.
Trying to work here?
We are in desperate need of help.
I would definitely want to help. I'm actually looking for something specific that you might be able to help me with. You don't need to pay me in gold. I need some med kits. If you happen to have any to spare, and I would be more than happy to help you with your blessings.
Yes, of course. Please come into my office, and I can go through my medical supplies and see if I could fix something up for you. And
I'll be back same time next week.
Alrighty. So he is able to scrap together some things from his medical supplies, and he gives them to you. So you now have a healing kit if you want to mark that in your inventory.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something else, Lucian?
Of course.
Madame Eva told us in order to help gain any power over Strahd, if we need to find a sword made of sunlight, or we need to find some things, and they seem like rather specific things for people of our nature. And
as well, I've heard legends of a legendary sword, but I've never seen it myself.
What's the legend of the sword?
The legend of the sword is that there was a sword that is made of sunlight, and it would push Strahd back, and it would paralyze him. Thinking of two different things. Give me a sec.
Hey, Rory, are you okay? What time is it? I'm not sure if he's sleepy, but he's like acting weird. What's your deal?
I'll get back to you here in just a sec.
Super sleepy.
He's Rory. Jeez.
Got a really important itch.
Yes.
Now.
Okay. That's annoying. Do
you need a minute?
I do need a minute, yeah. Just a quick minute.
What is? Oh, yeah. The little
Cutest little puppy. What are you doing?
It's gonna be so big.
Yeah,
I love it.
So we took him to the vet on Friday, like last Friday. He's 29 pounds, and then we took him yesterday. He's 31 pounds. He's gaining like he's
So, okay.
I do that to my students when they're taking too long, or if like they're solving a problem. Like, all right, let's give them some inspirational music, kids, and together we just go doo doo.
And no, sorry, but he says the story of the sword. It's a sword made of sunlight, but literal sunlight. Look around you. There's dark, cloudy skies. The sun does not shine here, which is why Strahd can travel throughout the land. The sunlight that comes through the clouds does not hurt him, does not affect him. But the sword is one of the few things in Barovia that will emit sunlight. And it will hurt him. It will prevent him from being able to regenerate like vampires can.
He does have a bit of a regeneration.
Where does legend say the sword is?
Legend says that Strahd's brother, Sergei, brought it into the...
Brother or mother?
Brother.
Mm-hmm.
His brother, Sergei, brought it in, and he found it. He says, the sun sword, as legends tell, it's made from actual sunlight. It's one of the few things in Barovia that actually is a source of sunlight. And needless to say, Strahd is very interested in finding this sword and destroying it. Whoever wields it would be very powerful against Strahd, but I don't know, maybe it's just a legend. I wouldn't know where to find it. But, yeah, so, here, was there anything else I could do for you?
Do you know where we might be able to find any books pertaining or containing information on what else we can do, or?
Last I heard, Strahd got all the books, and he took them to his castle, and there's really no books in the villages anymore. At least not on magic or the arcane arts. Yeah.
You mentioned Cress.
Cress.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
so that's where we would locate maybe some people that might know about how to obtain a symbol.
Yes.
I missed that.
Is it possible?
Sorry.
Is it possible they might know something about the Sunlight Sword?
I believe so. The Crest, there's an abbey there that's last I heard it was where most of the priests come from in Barovia. They go there to study.
Okay.
And so yes, they should be able to help you out there.
Are there any other like temples in this area that aren't in the major cities that might be?
As far as I know, that's the only one. There is a house where the Order of the Dragon they stay sometimes, and but there's no one living there anymore. It's just the warriors who had fallen. Their ghosts kind of stay there. Not really a church or a temple, but if you're looking for anybody who's opposed to Strahd, they are definitely opposed to Strahd.
Where is that?
That would be in a place. You're gonna like this one. This is Argenvostholt.
Argenvostholt, alright.
Jesus fuck.
That's easy to remember.
Spell it. It's our Argen what?
Argenvostholt. Didn't you hear him?
Argenvostholt.
Good job, Morin.
Sir. Shh. Shut up.
I mean, it's not that hard to spell, is it?
Not that hard. Motherfucker. Get off your high horse, short man.
There are obviously, Strahd has made many enemies, but few are open about that. We try not to openly oppose Strahd just because, to attract the attention of Strahd is pretty much asking for death. But the revenants there of the Order of the Dragon, the ghosts of the warriors, they're already dead. They have little to lose.
Okay.
All right.
And as far as where that is, it's, have you got a map?
Hey.
I've got a map.
Thank you. I could mark it on your map for you if you'd like me to.
That was my impression of Morin. I've got a map.
Oh, you think that's funny, eh?
I got it.
Funny. Where is it?
Where is it?
Is it this one that's across the river here? Just southwest of Vallaki?
No, it's somewhere. It's just...
I mean, because that's not really near anywhere.
Oh, there it is. It's,
Stonehenge. North of Stonehenge.
Just the south of the bridge to the west of Vallaki?
No, there is a place.
Is that not it?
Where is it on this map?
Okay, you see the river west of Vallaki? In the south? Just follow it south, right? Is that... Looks like kind of churchy looking.
It's right here. And this is not.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's not the abbey. That's.
Yeah.
Argynvost's told, of course.
Yes. You got that one down. Good job. I'm impressed. This is. Those are some of the enemies of Strahd, but outside of Vallaki, they won't be very open about it. But as I said, the revenants there have not much to lose.
All right.
And I can show you the crypt where Saint Andrew is buried if you'd like.
Oh, we'd love that.
Yeah, so he takes you down into the lower level of the church, kind of behind the altar. There's a staircase leading down, and there's just a grand marble crypt kind of built there. Oh. And it just says engraved in it, Saint Andrew lies here. And he proudly says, this is the source of the protective aura over Vallaki. And that's what keeps us safe here. Strahd won't come near here because of St. Andrew's sacrifice.
Okay.
And there's not much to see, but yeah, is there...
Can we see any kind of like maybe like a sarcophagus or like some kind of actual, site where the remains might be buried?
Yes, there's the crypt is like a big like marble rectangular thing with a marble slab on top. Okay. So his bones are in that. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. And it's a beautiful red marble.
Okay.
He says, well, I suppose it is getting late. You can take shelter in the Blue Water Inn. I apologize, I don't have beds for the three of you, but...
I think we'll take you up on the inn. Thank you for your help today.
Thank you, Lucian, and I'll be back next week.
Thank you.
DM, let me know when it's been a week.
I will.
Okay.
I will. And he says, may the light of the morning Lord fill all your days.
Thank you.
All will be well.
By the light of tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Super awkward.
Super awkward.
Just give him a nod.
Yeah. I bow very awkwardly. I'm not
sure. May tomorrow bless you. Okay. What you got there, puppy?
Okay.
You got something fun. I'm gonna throw it.
All right. So then I suppose we maybe leave the church.
Go to the inn.
Head towards the inn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you leave the church, and you notice that the rain that started when you were up on the mountain seems to have drifted over on top to the village, and so a pretty heavy downpour is now raining in the village. But that doesn't hinder your travels. You're able to move across the village, and you see the Blue Water Inn. You see the soft light shining out into the street from where you are, out of all of the windows. It's a 2-story building. With a pointed roof where there's the window where the ravens flew into the attic. And yeah, so would you like to walk in?
Yes.
Okay.
Most certainly.
So when you
Gonna go.
when you walk in front of you, across this large room, you see a long bar with bar stools up against it. In this room, there's about 4 tables with chairs sitting around them. On the right side of the room, you see a staircase leading up to kind of a loft area and a walkway that walks above the bar to what looks like a door.
Like a sleep flop.
Yeah. He didn't know what he was doing.
Oh. Get your butt. Butt.
Okay.
So that's what you see. You see like a light-filled room with tables. There's that staircase on the right side of the room that leads up to a loft, to a door that's above the bar.
Yeah.
Behind the bar, you see a bartender. You don't see anybody else in the bar except for a colorfully clad man sitting alone at a table, just drinking a beer, keeping to himself. And that's what you see.
What time is it?
It's night. It's like nighttime now. Late evening, nighttime.
So both the bartender and the patron are humans?
Yes,
Okay.
both are humans. However, you do notice upon
boy.
looking at the colorfully clad man, his ears appear to be pointed, as if he's half.
Maybe half elf or something like that.
No.
Okay.
Good boy. Good boy.
Colorfully.
I want to just walk up to the bar and just like climb up on a bar stool, plop myself down, and just slap the counter.
Okay, you are greeted by a man with a long salt and pepper beard. Comes down to a point, and he has his hair neatly combed to the side, parted.
You're so cute.
And he says, welcome to the Blue Water Inn. What brings you into the tavern?
Oh, well, I'd like an ale, sir.
All we got is wine here.
Devin's
I
calling.
love wine, and I go up and I sit down at the bar. And then I sit down right next. Is there a spot next to the colorfully dressed man?
Yo, what's up?
There is.
Okay.
Yes.
I go up and I sit next to him and I go, I really like your outfit. Where are you from?
Not particularly.
Sorry,
what's up?
He's drinking wine. I keep on making that mistake as well. I keep on saying he's drinking a beer.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
drinking wine.
Okay.
My mistake. So he's drinking a glass
Yo,
of wine. And you
we're
said,
at
"Where
our
are you
house.
from?"
Yeah.
We're playing
And he
D&D
says,
right now
"Oh,
with Mike and
I
Monica.
come from a faraway land.
No, we're in Stockton.
I'm not from around
Do you
here.
guys want to drop by a bit later?
I'm a traveler. Not like the Vistani. I know you.
If you guys want to drop by a bit later, we can hang
We are
out.
also travelers, but not quite like the Vistani. So very interesting.
Okay.
So your outfit is very, very interesting.
Oh,
What
that's
is it that you do, sir?
Good boy.
All right, yeah.
And I asked for a
Yeah,
wine,
if you guys want to stop by a bit later, that'd be
please.
cool. We
I
can hang out
apologize.
here.
I'm so
if
sorry.
that's
Here's
cool
your
with you
wine.
guys.
Thank
here's
you,
a
and I
glass for you.
give him like a silver.
Okay.
That's over.
Thank you. All will be well. Oh, should we wait for Steven?
Yeah. Someone come over.
Cool. Yeah,
Come
yeah.
over.
Come over when you guys are free, and we'll hang out. Good shit. All right. Bye. That's Devin. They're gonna come over later.
Cool.
You know, I
Like
thought
maybe-
about that
is it like
earlier, and
8
I
or
was like,
9
we
or
should tell him
something?
that we're gonna be playing.
I don't know how long
D&D.
you guys are trying to hang out, but like, he said like, his parents are gonna watch the girls like around 8 or 9 or something.
Oh, good.
So I don't know. If you guys want to still hang out around then
Yeah, I
that'd be
think we
cool.
might be. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. So
Sorry about that. Okay.
I asked the colorful man where he is from. He's not from here. And I asked him where he was employed, which he has not responded yet, but I got my wine.
Did I get an ale?
You don't.
Here's
There's
your
no.
wine. He says the
Wine.
bartender says, "Oh, there's only wine here."
Yeah, all right.
I'm sorry. That's
Sure.
what we serve here.
I'll take it. And I give him a silver or whatever the hell he asks for.
He says, "Thank you. All will be well." And the colorfully clad man says, "I'm from a faraway land. I'm not from around here. What I do by profession is I'm a traveling performer.
Oh.
Perhaps I could."
He's so proud, too. He's like, look what I got. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you sat down at the bar yet?
I'm sitting now.
Sitting now?
Yeah,
Okay, so
just
all three of you?
Yeah.
And he says, oh, it's like, I'm always down to perform for an audience.
Ooh.
You guys look like you would be interested in a magic trick.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I like magic.
He says, all right, and he kind of like...
Do your
waves his
dwarf
hands.
man. Dwarf man.
He does this like little dance thing and like waves his hands around, and a magical monkey appears on his, like out of thin air, appears on his shoulder, and he like goes like this, and the monkey like jumps off his hand onto the counter and starts dancing, doing a little jig, and then it runs up onto Mozark's shoulder and is like squeaking at you and like playing with your hair, and then just all the while kind of dancing around, and then it jumps back onto the counter and dissipates into ethereal dust.
I like it.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you. A gold, please.
Oh, all right.
For my...
Here you go.
For the
I
trick.
figure one out.
Thank you.
I want to pull out a copper and like cast prestidigitation and like make it look kind of gold.
He looks at it and he says, okay. All right, thank you.
How did you do that?
It says, magic, my dear. A magician never reveals his secrets. Perhaps I could do another for you.
For 1 gold?
Yes.
Can we get half off, dude? We're going in like a second time here.
Half off.
If you'd like, I could do another one.
Yay! Okay.
So what he does is he claps his hands, and a magical rain cloud appears over Morin. A magical rain cloud appears over Morin and just starts drenching him. Only him. It doesn't touch anyone else.
I'm like kicking my feet and like going like this.
And he flicks the copper coin back at you.
Oh, he's so concerned.
And he says, "That's for the copper coin."
Oh, you little shit.
So the man you're talking to is, he has kind of gray hair, thinning on top, and he has these kind of like, almost like steampunky glasses, like goggles on.
Okay.
And you see he has like a book on his side, and he's dressed in colorful clothes, and he's not wearing a hat or anything. But he has a cane sitting, like resting up against the bar stool, or like the bar in front of him. And he says, "I'm impressed. Are you? Are you impressed?"
Very.
He's all right.
I just kind of make a real angry grumbling sound.
And he says,
don't
"Allow me
know
to
what happened.
introduce myself. My name is Rictavio. I am."
I couldn't even hear it.
Your name is what?
Rictavio.
Rictavio?
Rictavio, what a name.
You
What
may
a
have heard of
name.
me.
I have.
No.
Rictavio, the traveling magician.
Huh.
I'm on it. We're not from here, so that might be why. Are you native to Barovia?
No.
Oh, so
Where
how
are you
did you find
from?
yourself here?
Well, I travel all around the lands. I come from the Sword Coast. That's where I'm naturally from. But I didn't. I kind of like it here in Barovia. It's gloomy, but it's nice to spread cheer around the villages. And this place is protected, so it's not too. It's relatively safe. He says, I see you have wine. Yes, what brings you to Barovia? I don't think you would choose to come here.
We didn't choose to come here, no. We just stumbled upon
You can
it.
say that.
We stumbled upon it. You said you're from the Sword Coast?
Yes.
Where is that relative to this cool map I have here?
You won't find it anywhere near that map. It's far off. It's
Are we familiar with? Are we familiar
Yeah,
with
do we
it
know?
at
yes,
all?
you would recognize the Sword
Okay.
Coast. Being from Waterdeep, you would know where the Sword Coast is.
Okay.
It's not close to Waterdeep, but it's outside of Barovia, and you have
Well-known area. Okay. Geographically, sure.
And he says, "What area are you from? Where are you from? You don't look like you're from here."
Where did you say?
Well, that's a good assessment, my friend.
You're from Waterdeep.
Waterdeep. That was it. Waterdeep. Yep.
Waterdeep. I've performed in Waterdeep. They're very good people there. But make sure you have to watch your step. Make sure you don't go to the wrong places.
Yes, we've heard the same thing.
Mm-hmm. There are some rather shady places that you can go to there. Mm-hmm. And I stick to the nicer places.
Us too. We would never frequent any shady places, right, Troop?
Never.
I'm just chuckling.
And I lift up my glass and I go, cheers. I assume we all have a drink.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And
cheers to
cheers all around.
the
Cheers
Sword
all
Coast
around.
and Waterdeep. Cheers.
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 Okay. And he says, "Well, I must be going to bed now. Have a great night." And
Are you staying here tonight?
Oh, well, of
And I
course.
got my eyelashes at him.
He says, "I am. This is the only place in Vallaki that you can stay unless you know somebody. But yes, my room is right up there. You see the staircase leading around the side. That's where I'm staying tonight."
Good to know.
Yes.
We're, God-fearing people. We tried to stay at the church at first, but this place will do just fine. Want it, pals?
Absolutely.
Well, you'll have to talk to the front desk clerk. See if there's any vacancies.
I hope so. This place looks rather small. That right? You just said it was like the one room up there, or are there more rooms?
They do have a few rooms behind the bar.
Okay.
Around the side. There's a hallway.
Okay. Well, good night to you, Rictavio. I'm going to go inquire.
Rictavio.
What'd you say?
She said Rictavio.
Good night, Leviosa. And I walk to the clerk to go. And if you guys want to continue talking to him, but I'm going to go talk to the clerk whenever.
Okay. If there's any shenanigans. I'm assuming he owns a lovely wagon.
You can ask him that if you'd like.
I will not.
Sorry, I'm like out of character. Don't mention the fucking wagon.
I'm gonna keep sipping my wine.
And you notice that when you walked in, the front desk, you passed the front desk, there was nobody at it when you walked in, but you notice that now there's a young boy.
No.
Uh-huh.
There's a young boy about 14 at the front desk by the entrance to the tavern that you can go and walk and talk to.
Okay.
And he says, "Welcome to the Blue Water Inn. Looking for a place to stay tonight?"
Yes. Do you have any rooms available for 2.5 people?
Oh,
I love it.
watch it, you!
I don't understand your joke, but I could be too young.
Hey,
Maybe it's a grown-up joke, but he pulls out this big book. He starts flipping through it. He says, "Yes, we do have 2 rooms that are open. They'd be 5 gold a night, and they're very nice rooms. They have a hot tub in them. We could run you a bath. We have attendants that could do that for you. 5 gold a night.
That.
We do also have budget rooms, which are 1 gold a night, but the mattresses are made of hay, and they don't have all the amenities that the nicer rooms have.
Perfect. I'll take one.
The tub room,
No, the hay room.
the hay room.
sign me up for a 5 gold room, sir.
Yeah, I'll pull out 5 gold out of my little coin purse as well.
Mo, are you sure you can room with me?
I'm more comfortable.
Okay. All right. You don't want a bath, girl?
Oh no!
Boy?
No!
Boy,
Get out.
man.
He thinks it's a toy.
All right.
You got
All right.
toys here, buddy.
And
deduct 5 gold
and he
from
says,
Oh, okay. No, I'll get a more expensive room for a bath. I guess I haven't had one in a while.
"Okay,
And Amelia, for Amelia,
for
I
Amelia,
wasn't
for
gonna be
Amelia."
mean.
For Amelia.
But you're great.
for Amelia, not for me.
So, wait a minute. I thought there was a limited capacity.
2 of the nice tub rooms, but we
Hmm.
have the more budget-friendly rooms, which are outside the back of the tavern, which are the mattresses are made of hay, and they're comfortable but
Less fancy.
less fancy.
Alright, Mo.
And he says,
I gotta do like rock,
I
paper,
might be
scissors
having
for it.
company tonight. I can't share a room.
Yeah. No.
Well, I didn't need to know that.
the boy looks at you and he says, "Perhaps if you plan on extending your stay in Vallaki, we can set you up on a weekly or a monthly rate."
Are we staying normal? Setting up jobs and shit here.
I need to at least stay awake.
The weekly rate would be 20 gold for a week. If you'd like to stay. If you want to set it up on a monthly basis, it would be 50 gold for the month.
Okay. Probably just a week.
I will take the hay room.
The hay room for a night?
I will use your bath, and I will take the hay room. That is what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm inclined to just go stand out in the rain.
Okay. And he flips. And are you still at the bar? You're the one talking to the. Did you come over?
Yeah.
I was drinking my wine. I was sitting on a bar stool.
Okay.
How did you hear me make the small man joke?
You made that.
Is he not at the bar?
No, he's at the front desk. He can see the bar. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't know geographically how close
it was. He's not talking to you directly.
Okay, never mind. Then I didn't hear it. I'm just sipping my wine.
Yeah, and you're still sitting next to Rictavio. Are you talking to him at all? He's excused himself.
No, I'm annoyed at him because he made it rain on me.
Yes, he did. So
if I can, I'd like to use prestidigitation to dry myself off, if that's possible. I don't know if that's
how it works.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can. I mean, you're able to create different effects. I mean, I don't know.
I feel like it smells.
You can probably make yourself look dry.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if it doesn't work, then I won't do it.
Well, no, because you can clean a room. I imagine.
You could clean or soil something. So
Okay, I'll let you dry yourself off.
I feel like
sure.
Yeah, so you use a cantrip to dry yourself off, and I'm assuming you give him a very dirty look.
Yes.
Okay, and Rictavio makes his way outside, or away from the bar, up the staircase on the right side of the room, and then you see him walk across above the bar to his room above the bar.
Okay.
And then Mozark and Hope are talking to the front desk boy, and he says, "So, the one
I
tub
motion
room."
to Morin to come over here.
Okay, I chug the rest of my wine, slam it on the bar, and I hop off the stool and walk over.
So he's got 2 rooms that are nice that have bathtubs, and then he has like some hay rooms. But Mo is gonna take the hay room, but would like to use your bath because I might be having company tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Well, what? That's not my problem. How much is it? I go into my coin purse and start fishing around for some coins.
Okay. He says, well, the tub room for the night is 5 gold a night. The hay room is 1 gold a night. So it's 6 gold per night if you want to stay on a nightly basis. But I heard you say you're going to stay a week.
I'll do a week, yeah.
So would you like to stay a week as well?
I need to at least stay a week to work next week.
Give me 3 days.
A week?
3 days.
Okay. 3 days.
You're staying a week?
Well, I need to I need to figure out the next week when I...
He says, for 2 gold more, you could stay 4 more
1
days.
week, all right? Yes, 1 week. For her. Gotta watch her.
Ah.
Whatever trouble she's about to get into.
I'm going to bless people. I will be in no
That's what you
trouble.
call it. All right.
I just put 5 gold on the table and say, here you go.
For 1 night?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So he says, so the week for... And I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Hope.
Hope. A week for Hope. A week for...
Mozark.
And a day for...
Boring! Not that it matters to you.
Morin. There. Okay. I apologize if I offended you. Was the wine to your liking?
Yes, would have preferred on ale, but that's fine.
He says, no, I don't blame you. The wine that we have these days is not the best, but it is what we have.
God, it was wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. So perhaps I can show you to your room. Well, first, he flips the book around to you and he goes, okay, a week for Hope, sign and print here. And a week for Mozark, sign and print here. And a week for Morin, sign and print, or a day.
That is.
Do you have to go
And he says, then that will be 26 gold for the 3 of you. 20 for Hope, 5 for Mozark, and 1.
5?
5. Yes, 5. So that'll be
30.
30. Yes, 30 gold. Yes, thank you.
Drop my 5 coins on there.
He says, and he turns behind him and he grabs a couple of room keys off of a wall and he hands them to you.
Get that tail.
Tail.
Get that tail.
Yeah. Get the tail. Get the tail.
Yeah.
Oh, the weed. I love it.
And he says, maybe I can show you to your room.
Yes, please.
And he says, okay, so perhaps the two of you can follow me. You can come along, but the entrance to your room, unfortunately, is around the back of the building. I'll have to take
I gotta
you
know where
outside.
her room is.
Okay.
Yes.
The three of you can follow me. Okay. So, allow me to walk this way. Up the stairs and down this hallway over here. This room is occupied, and you walk across the bar, the lofty area above the bar, and you notice that the hallway actually extends to the right, past. Past, and he says, this room's occupied. The guest there, he doesn't like to be disturbed at night, so please try to keep it down. And down the hallway, here's one room, and he unlocks it and opens it up. And it's a nice bed, and there's a bathtub, which he says, I'll get right on filling the tub for you guys, for you, Hope, right away. Says, and Morin, follow me down the hallway. The second door on the left is where your room is, and he unlocks it and he opens it up. He says, hopefully this is to your liking. Is there anything else that I can do for you?
Who's the person that doesn't want to be disturbed at night?
Oh, that's Rictavio. He's a wonderful magician. He performs carnival tricks in the plaza during the day. He spreads great joy throughout the village.
Sorry, can you? No. Jesus. Is it the one right next to me?
It's the little half elfling.
I mean the room.
It is.
Oh.
Yes, you share a wall.
Oh.
You share a wall. Perhaps you'll be kind enough to keep it down.
I'll try.
I roll my eyes.
I go like this.
He says, and Mozark, I can show you to your room.
Sure.
So he takes you down across the loft, down the stairs, out the front, and around the back. And as you're making your way around, you see that there's a side entrance that would lead to behind the bar. And then you continue around the back of the building to a separate, like, shack kind of house. And he opens the door, and it's a poorly made wooden kind of area. Almost looks like stables, but you do have a solid wall. So he takes you down, and he opens up the door, and he shows you inside.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right.
Love it.
He says, well, yes.
Is she downstairs with him, or are we all together?
She's around the back, outside,
I'm out now.
behind the tavern.
Okay. I grab Morin, and I, by the shirt, and I, bring him into my room.
What the hell?
And I close the door.
Okay.
And I go, damn it, Mozark's not here. We totally gotta check out that fucking dude's, little carny trailer.
That's okay. Sure.
He's asleep next door.
I thought he was downstairs.
No, he went to
He went to his room. I can't hear you, so it doesn't matter.
He went to... Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Okay.
So, we need to get Moen on this so she can send Amelia.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So I just wanted to whisper this to you. Okay. Alright, we're good.
I want to try to cast the message cantrip in the direction that I think Mo's room might be in.
What if it catches someone? Hold on. Okay.
Okay.
Never mind.
Well, I just
cast it.
okay.
Do it.
Well, I just want to say, hey Mo, it's me, Mo. It's me, Morin.
Okay.
Do I hear that, or do I? How was a message received?
You point your finger towards a creature within range, so 120 feet. It would be within range. You hear the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
Got it. And I'm assuming I know that you can do this, so I'm not totally shocked.
Yeah,
I'm a little
sure.
freaked out at first, but
So,
I'm assuming I've done
alright.
it before.
So I'll let you do
Damn
it.
it, Morin.
Okay.
So what do you say back?
What, Morin? What do you want
We want to go check out the card tonight.
tonight?
Yeah, the stupid little elf guy. His card.
Thought he was going to be busy tonight.
Good. That's better, right?
All right, let's
check it
go.
out.
Tell her I can distract him, and I giggle.
Hey, what's
Hope.
Hope says.
Forget my name, you bitch.
Oh, shut up! I'm
The one's
drunk.
pretty strong.
I'm drunk. Hope's kid. She says she can distract them if we need to.
Well, that's
If you
gross.
know what I mean.
But
Yeah,
but all right.
that's none of my business. But I'm just in it for the goods. I will wait till he goes to sleep.
Come by my room. Get me when you're ready to go.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
Did you
Do you want to take a bath first, or what do you
I don't
want to
have
do?
one.
I want to take
No,
a
you can
bath.
use hers. If you
You can
want.
use mine.
She's busy.
I'm gonna take a bath. I'll be right back.
I want to go to sleep.
We'll go steal shit later. I gotta take a bath.
Yes.
Okay, so you go to sleep, or at least take a nap. You take a bath. You take a bath. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, one of the other attendants, another boy who's about 10 years old, comes by, and he's carrying buckets of hot water, and he's filling up your.
That's a very inefficient system.
Yeah, well.
I cover myself in my room and I go, "What's in the lad?"
He says, "Apologies, ma'am. Apologies. I'm filling up the bath for you. It's I'm not. It's just my job. It's just all I'm doing here."
Are you visiting any other rooms tonight?
I believe the dwarven man asked for a bath as well.
Can you deliver a message for me?
Yes, I thought he was with you.
Not to the dwarf man.
No.
No. And I like take out a piece, like a little piece of parchment, and I like
No.
draw like a little winky face,
Good boy.
like an emoticon,
Good
and then like
boy.
from Hope.
Oh,
And I
so
go,
sweet.
to the magician next door. I loved his magic. Can you deliver this?
His magic is so good.
Yeah.
He makes me laugh all the time.
Yeah. Can you?
Did you see the one about the monkey?
I did.
Oh, that's so great.
So great. I want to see it again. Can you just give this to him for me? And I give him like a little
He's
silver
so-
piece.
And he says, "Thank you, ma'am. Of course."
What was your name?
No, get the napkin from him. Here. Rat.
Rory.
My name is Brahm.
Oh, thank you, Brom. Yeah, Brom.
Brom.
Thank you.
He says, "Of course." He goes, "All will be well. All will be well. Thank you." And then he leaves.
Thank
He
you.
says, "I'll see to it that this message is delivered."
Okay.
Yay.
Thank you.
And
what we do
but he
here.
first finishes filling up your tub.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the front desk clerk, who is named Bray, they're brothers. He starts filling up
I
your
ruined
tub,
his night.
filling up hot water in there. And he says, "Okay, the tubs are full. Is there anything else that I can do for you? Anything you need?"
Nope.
No? Okay. I'll leave you to it. I'll give you your privacy. And he closes the door behind you. You take off your clothes, apparently. and you do that. So you presume that he's going to deliver the message to Rictavio.
I just sent a sext.
So a little while goes by. You hear a knock on the door next to you, the room next to you. And you hear kind of muffled mutterings between Brahm and Rictavio. And he takes the note and closes the door. And then you are actually greeted by a knock on your door about 15 minutes later. So you think you finished up your bath by this time?
Yes. Yes. I'm getting out of the bathroom in my room.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see what my spells are. Okay, hold on.
Spells. Jesus Christ. It's like that.
I don't have a way to like communicate with you guys at all. Fuck. I should have had a more solid plan than this. I probably should have communicated my plan, which was to distract him.
I think we got it. I think we're on board.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. So he knocks at my door. Alright.
Do you answer?
Huh? Yes, I
called her Roxy.
Oh, did you really? That was like our dog from...
Aww.
I called him Jedi. Now it's the first time I've called him Roxy. Our old dog's name.
Aww.
I'm getting old. I don't know what else it's all about. Like, you get ditzy when you get older. But I just have to accept it.
Mom, I hate to tell you this, but you've been doing the name thing since I was like a child. So you'd have to go through all your kids' names, all your dogs' names until you got to eventually you got the name.
But I caught myself. I was just so used to yelling at y'all that and just clean, bang, bang. Yeah, I mean, with 6 kids in the house, I was corralling, so you know.
Corralling.
Correct.
You do have the actor feats if you wanted to try to like pretend to be someone. that might be useful. I mean, you have some like spells too, but
I'm thinking if I cast mirror image and then can I make the image do something?
let's see. Invoke duplicity.
Mm-hmm.
It lasts for 1 minute.
But can I like send it?
Yeah, you could do that. It's your channel divinity. You would use that up. You can move the illusion up to 30 feet, but it must remain within 120 feet of you. You can cast spells through it. You can use your senses for it. Yeah, you can make it like talk or like you can do that.
Okay.
Like if you wanted to create a mirror image of yourself or invoke duplicity.
Yeah. Okay.
For a minute.
Alright. And what are you guys doing?
Taking a bath.
I'm sleeping.
I'm just chilling. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Self-care.
Alright. So I answered the door.
Okay. As your mirror image.
No, as myself.
As yourself?
Yeah,
Okay.
as myself.
And Rictavio holds up in the note, and it's the winky face, and says, "From Hope." He says, "You've requested my company."
Yeah, and I like sit in the door frame, and I kind of like do one of the.
And he kind of gives you like an odd look. He says, "What are you getting at here?"
Go ahead.
Wait, hold on. I have
What's
advantage on like deceit things, right? Deceit rolls.
Yeah.
Is that
Deception?
it? Deception? Yeah.
I don't know.
Ow.
Here, I got it right here, actually.
All right, sorry, I need to
got
remember.
the feats. Got the feats right
As
here.
an actor, I can pretend to be someone.
Hang
Oh
on.
no, it's disguise self. Sorry.
You
I
have
didn't think
advantage
this
on charisma, deception, and charisma performance
Got it.
checks when trying to pass yourself off as a different person.
Frick.
You could be passing yourself off as somebody who's interested in him.
Yes. So I stand in the door and I go.
You can mimic the speech of another person or the sounds made by other creatures.
I mimic the sound of a fan that he's had that's been really interested in them, that he has been swooned by.
Okay.
I felt a connection earlier, Rictavio.
Go ahead and roll perception or persuasion.
Performance?
Roll performance. Which for you is a +3, but you have advantage.
Yeah.
What happened to my other one?
No, I'm sorry. It's a +2 with advantage.
This one. 5 and 11.
11 plus 2, right? So 13. That's good enough where he actually pulls out a bottle of wine from behind his back. And he says, "Perhaps we could continue this inside."
And I say, yes. And I grab it and I kind of like welcome him in.
Okay.
And then I stop for a second and I go, actually, the glasses are over there. Do you mind pouring us a glass?
Yes. Of course.
And I like kind of usher him in a direction.
I forgot
and then
he
I
had an
went,
Irish accent. It'd be my pleasure.
and then
Do I
was-
hear any knocks or talking from my
You heard a
room?
knock on her door, yeah?
Ew.
Oh,
On her door from your bathtub.
right. So,
Yes. And you do
so-
hear some talking, muffled talking.
Okay.
The walls are pretty thin.
So I'm thinking that maybe I hear this and I'm like, oh, and I just kind of, scuttle up like from my bath and kind of put on my clothes and
Okay.
You gotta move.
kind of sneak out of the room.
You can try casting message again if you want.
Yeah.
And talk to Hope. If you want to talk to her. I don't know what your plan is, but you tell me.
I'm gonna talk to Mo. I'm gonna say, oh, he's in a room.
What?
Rictavio's an older man, by the way. He's like graying and like thinning on top.
The
Like,
elfy one.
Noise. Alright.
noise.
The elfy one.
Swerve.
He's at our door.
What? I'm asleep.
Yeah.
The
So-
elfy bloke.
Oh, alright. Is it time to go?
Let's go. And I kind of try to, creep out of the room as best as I can.
Alright.
While Rictavio's back is turned,
Rory,
I would,
no.
What is it, shoe?
He's got a whole doormat.
Oh no.
like the way he carries it. Like, this is mine.
Sorry.
This is mine now. Oh, he wants my
Okay.
padding.
No.
Or he just wants something
He's
to chew
building a
on.
nest.
He's a hoarder.
I would like to
Puppet
cast
hoarder.
Invoke Duplicity and send a mirror image of myself to
Me?
him and have her just like look at him and go like wink and then like
Oh,
make like a
okay.
gesture like that.
like
Hey,
that.
Morin.
Like
Yeah.
No, thank you.
How are you gonna send it to me? Like in the hallway or like?
you can cast it through the wall if you
You
want.
can cast it through the wall.
I'm gonna let you.
Shit.
At least through the door. I just
Oh,
opened
okay.
the door and
Shit.
you
Okay.
were just about to open your door, but I don't know. Hey, stop.
Oh wait, it says you have to be able to see it within 30 feet of you, but you could cast it. You could
Maybe you
could
can see the bottom of the door.
You could cast it outside the door and then have it walk over and knock on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm guessing I'll get the message like, oh yeah.
Oh wait.
No.
What's he doing?
He's thinking about no.
Little punk.
Potty. Is that what it is? Go get it.
Little punk.
Sorry.
Yeah. So if you want to do your invoke duplicity, you can. I'll let you have it walk down the hallway to Morin's room.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do.
Yes, this is what I'm gonna have.
Okay, and you're able to do this without catching Rictavio's attention. He is currently occupied using his magic to pour 2 glasses of wine. He's like hovering the wine bottle, and he's like magically pouring it into the 2 glasses, and then he's hovering those over and like bringing them over to you. He's not actually touching the glasses, but he's just like, here you go, and he like sends it over your way.
Because you're a magician. And then I'd like leave and I leave myself and go. Thanks.
And okay, so that's what you're doing, and then the 2 of you, you now know that she sent a winky over to you. A wink.
Yeah.
A wink to you, and you interpret that to mean what exactly are you trying to say to him?
Well, that
And then also I made a gesture like,
that the guys next door like.
So go check out the wagon, or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, now you relay that information to Mozark.
So, yeah, I'm like still soaking wet, like pulling my pants up, like running down the stairs, trying to kind of tie a knot in my belt.
Okay. So what are you doing then?
Like, come on, Mo, let's go.
Yeah, we're going.
And then just kind of like running like in a really weird way across the town.
Okay, so it's the middle of the night, and there's a soft rain pouring, or like raining on the village. There's nobody out, but you do see guards with holding torches kind of walking along the streets.
Okay.
And that's what you see. You're able to kind of hide behind a building, and there are a lot of side streets. It's a fairly populated little like town village.
Okay.
And you can try to make your way through the alleys and be undetected.
Yeah.
If you'd like.
I think we would do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let me see here. I want the both of you to make stealth checks.
Okay.
For you, it's a +7.
Mine's +5. So I got 21 total.
Okay, so as you're walking through the alleys, you can see kind of down in the distance, down one of the alleys, you see like 2 or 3 guards just walking back and forth, and you see the glow of their torch kind of illuminating the alley as you're walking past it. You're able to weave your way through the side streets behind the buildings, and you can make your way safely without attracting the guards' attention. You can make your way to the stables.
Okay.
In front of the stables, though, you do see 2 pretty big bouncer-looking dudes standing in front of where the gate would open, leading into the stockyard.
Okay.
Where the wagon is.
They're
They're just standing there.
It's like a fence we can climb, or like something like that, like a wall.
There is, yeah.
How tall is it, do you reckon?
So, Mozark, you were able to benefit from a short rest, so you get your curse back.
Yay!
So you can do that now again. But
I haven't slept yet.
Okay. Steven, you asked about if there's a fence or something.
Yeah,
right?
something
So,
kind of climb over or
yes,
something.
there's an iron fence that extends about 100 feet in both directions. There is barbed wire or pointy tops on the iron bars, so it may be difficult to climb over, but not impossible.
Okay. Okay.
What's he doing?
I'm trying to get his tail, but under his leg. was.
All right. Well, I
What?
we're
We're there?
You're at the stables. You were able to weave your way through this
Cool.
village. You got to the stables and the stockyard.
And the wagon's there?
The wagon's there, yes, but it's being guarded by two big bouncer-looking dudes that are standing on both sides of the iron gate that you would need to go inside the stockyard. There's a fence that extends kind of around the stockyard, and it's about 100 feet in both directions. But there's pointy spikes on top of all of the iron bars, so it's not impossible to climb over, but it'll be difficult.
Going to probably. My plan is to charm a person and then send Amelia in, but I'll distract them anyway. So if you guys are you there?
I'm not.
Okay,
it's
so
just
if
me
you-
and you.
Thank you. If
I'm
you
thinking we
want
should
to
just-
see if you can try to sneak in, and I'll just charm them, but I'll talk to them so that they're distracted, so that way you can see if you can get in with Amelia.
Well,
What do you have that you can use?
I mean, I could use this disguise self. I could disguise myself as one of the stable people that we were talking to.
Yeah.
He's trying to engage by the play.
You hear that bark?
Yeah. Is that what you want to do,
More like this.
Steven?
Huh?
Is that what you want to do? Or
You don't want to play.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Okay.
Good boy.
All right.
So
I'm gonna disguise myself as like one of the stable
You think
people that we were talking to.
okay. So you do that. I'd imagine Gunther would probably be easier for you to do.
Yeah.
And let's see.
Let me see. It's a level 1 spell.
You
It says you make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings in your person, look different until the spell ends. Or you use your action to dismiss it. You can seem 1 foot taller or shorter. You can appear thin, fat, or in between. Can't change your body type.
Okay. So no, you do that. So you cast Disguise Self on yourself, and you magically grow by about 1.5 feet. And so you take the form of Gunther, the owner of the stockyard.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk up, you see this big brute of a man. He's like, "Hey, wake up! It's Gunther. He's coming over.
You don't have to be so loud.
Oh.
Scared him away.
And you see,
just like what?
Jeez, Rory, come on, man.
Rory.
So loud.
There were nose to nose.
I want to like kind of pat my pockets and stuff and say, "Oh, hey boys, I forgot my key.
I'm gonna get you.
Open up for me real quick."
and the other guy like kind of snaps out of it. He's like, all good here, sir. All good here. No disturbances or nothing. Yeah, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Just a quick check. Me and my associate here just need a quick check through. We got some business in here. Mind opening the gate back up?
Roll a performance check. Or make a performance check.
Okay.
With advantage.
Okay, let's see what that comes out to.
Is a 10? I think
Is
it's
it-
+3.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He looks at you and he goes,
Come on, dude.
and he says,
Oh, boss, you sound a little different. What's going on? Is everything okay?
I just feel a little sick. I got a frog in my throat, yeah?
I don't know.
and the other guy's like, oh, it's the boss. Just do what he says. He's the one who pays us. You know that.
Yeah, listen to your friend here. Come on.
And,
Don't you like being paid?
Well, I like getting paid, yeah. I like that. That's good. Do you
Good
want?
lad. And I like to pull out a gold coin and say, good lad.
This is Well, thank you, sir. I suppose I should do what you say then. Okay. All right. I don't know.
And then he just steps aside.
And I give a silver coin to the other guy.
And he says, you said you have your key?
No, I left it home, but I need to check some stuff.
I was told not to let anybody through this gate without a key. I'm sorry, boss. I'm just following orders. Your orders. You told me not to let. If they don't have the key, you told me not to let them in.
Listen, who do you think told you that, you dumbass?
And the other one goes, "You're pissing him off, man. Just do what he says."
I'm feeling very conflicted at the moment. Maybe you could go home and get your key. Then we could. Then you could go in, no problem. I mean, your house is just around the corner.
And I want to kind of elbow Mo and like say,
I'm gonna charm a person then.
You want to try charming him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So he has to make a wisdom saving throw, and he's not very smart. Oh boy! He rolls a 7, and that is far below your spell save DC. So he fails, and he goes,
Well, okay, just this once though, boss. I mean, in the future, you gotta go get your keys, okay? Okay? Promise?
Promise.
I'll be giving the orders around here.
Okay, you're right, sir. So you didn't give me a key though. I don't have a key to the gate.
Oh, shit. And I look at the other one. You got the key?
I don't have a key either. I'm sorry, boss.
Alright, okay. You know what? I'll let you guys off this time. Just give us a boost over, will ya?
Well, yeah, I can help you with that. I'm real strong. I can do that.
Ah, boy, I pat him on the back. Okay.
I can keep the gold though, right?
Yeah,
my God.
good lad, good lad.
Okay, well, thank you.
And so he goes, well, he crosses his fingers like this. He goes, well, just step here then.
Alright, okay. I step on his hand and kind of, you know,
There was a knock. I don't know if you
good climb up.
Is that them?
Is that Mike? Or,
Is it
Bud heard it.
let's see.
I heard it, but I wasn't.
What's up, guys?
Come on
You
in.
guys are gonna be here.
Hey,
Hey.
we're almost done.
Sorry.
It's okay.
But there's
No, yeah.
Oh, no, very, very. Oh, he's almost falling.
over. Don't fall over. I'll give you a lift.
How's it going, dude? We're not like we are recording. You can hang out though. It's like as long as you
He
don't
can
mind.
edit it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, as long as if you don't mind watching us play D&D,
anyway.
if you don't want to.
Respond, so I just
No, it's
assumed
totally
that-
fine. Like,
Yeah.
if you guys don't mind like hanging out.
Glad you're here. Hey. Puppy.
See you guys.
Look, you already have. Look at his
Okay.
All right, we're rolling. Okay, so you convince this bouncer dude to lift you up over the fence, and
He's like, oh, all right, I guess I'll let you over, but
and he said,
I can keep the gold, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
sure,
right.
sure.
Okay. Thanks, boss.
and so he like does this, and he like lifts you over, and he's like, oh, careful, boss, careful.
It's don't want you to hurt yourself.
And
Rory.
hey. So now you guys made it over, and you want to approach the wagon. This is what you see, by the way. This is the wagon.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
This is what
That's
they're
not
looking
what I
at.
was thinking at all. But
No?
that makes sense.
All right.
It's nighttime. It's raining.
Okay.
Just like Oz.
Yeah, and so as you approach, you want to send Amelia in.
Yeah, I
Okay.
want to see because we don't have a key. I was going to ask though if we could send her in to try to unlock it from the other side or something.
Unlock the fence or unlock the wagon.
The wagon.
The wagon. You can. She wouldn't be able to unlock it.
Okay.
But she can like maybe take a peek inside, or she can squeeze through one like a little crack in the window or something.
I'm just going to send her in then, just to be in there.
Okay. Send her into the wagon.
Yes.
Okay. So she goes inside, and she Amelia is her mouse. She goes inside. Rat. And she,
Rat specific.
and she doesn't even like stay in there a second. She runs immediately out, squealing like scared, so scared. And she runs so quick back up to you and jumps up on your shoulder, and that's where she's staying right now.
Shit.
Well, that's weird. I want to kind of try to peek in like a window or something and see if I can see what's going on.
So when you see that, you look inside and you can barely make out in the dim light a sleeping tiger inside his wagon, curled up in like a ball inside the wagon, and it's making this like kind of growling sound as it's snoring there.
I want to inform Monica's character.
I have animal friendship, so I'm about to use animal friendship on this bitch.
Okay.
So
First, let's cut back to.
No.
I'm still sitting in the door frame, and I pick up the telepathic wine that he's just poured for me. Okay.
Yeah. And he says, "This is some of the reserve from the Wizard of Wines. I got it on my travels."
Creepy as fuck, man.
I smell it. And can I like detect a poison or anything?
You can
Roll. Oh, sorry.
You can make a perception check.
Okay.
Make a perception check, and your perception is
Is that a 9?
Yeah.
That's like the third
It's
9.
+4 though, so
Okay, so 13.
You don't perceive there to be any poison, and he kind of hovers over his glass to him, and without even using his hands, he takes a sip out of it, obviously trying to impress you.
And so I'm slowly, and I go, ha ha ha, and I clink like his wine glass, and I take a drink.
He says, "This is the best wine in Barovia. It's the Wizard of Wines. It's special reserve."
He's in such a playful mood
Chill out,
tonight.
man. Spud's definitely not.
He says, "Do you like it?"
I love it. And I like wink at him. Don't make that face. I go, yeah.
She doesn't have to do any of this, by the way. This is
And then,
just for funs.
And he says, "Perhaps we could get to know each other first. Maybe we could have a seat and discuss some things. Maybe have a conversation."
Yes.
And so you both sit down, and he says, "And don't worry, I have plenty of wine back at my room." He says, "You mentioned you're not from around here."
No, I'm from something deep. Water deep.
Waterdeep. We had this conversation. It's a nice place if you know where to go. If you know where to avoid, if I could be blunt.
The places that
Did
are...
you like it there?
I did. I did like it there a lot. It's where I met my friends Mel and Morin, whose name I haven't forgotten.
They seem like good folk.
They are.
Good companions for you.
Yeah, they're like family to me.
Says, so what did you call me over for?
In all honesty, since you're from the land that's pretty close to mine, yes, yeah.
Neighbors?
I had a son, who I've been looking for, and I was wondering if he was taken from me. I was wondering if you might know anything about that.
Yeah. I'm assuming he's a tiefling. Yes, like yourself. The only...
Horns just like mine, I always said.
Says, the only tiefling... The only tiefling I'm familiar with is the wizard that came through Barovia. Perhaps you've heard the stories of the wizard rallying the people of the villages and fighting against Strahd.
Have I heard that story?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Was that the one that was fighting him on the bridge?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Refresh my memory.
Basically, there was a wizard who tried to rally the villagers of Barovia, of the different villages, and they wanted to march on Strahd's castle.
Yeah.
And they wanted to basically overthrow him, but he was too powerful, and a lot of the villagers just fled because they were too scared. They just bounced. But the wizard was able to stand his ground, and they exchanged spells back and forth. But ultimately, the wizard fell off of the bridge down into the river, but his body was never found.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I do remember that story.
Now, I can't be sure that that's your son, but he's the only tiefling I've ever seen in Barovia.
How old was he?
He seemed to be in his maybe late 20s. Pretty young guy. Younger than me.
And you haven't seen him since the battle between him and Strahd?
I didn't witness the battle, but I did see him going through the villages trying to rally the folk. But yes, I haven't seen him since he came through Vallaki. Now that was months ago, but
I sigh and I go, did he look well?
he looked strong.
Good.
He was a very powerful wizard. I did not want to cross him.
Good.
So you're looking for your son.
Mm-hmm.
What about your companions, or what are they doing in Barovia?
Just chilling.
Chilling.
They're trying to help me find my son.
Okay. He says, would you like some more wine?
I gulp mine down and I go, yes, sir.
Okay. So let's go back to Mozark and Morin.
Oh, fuck. All right.
I don't have a
You were
poker
about to do a
face.
thing.
It's so hard for me to act. I can't do it.
It's okay.
I'm just
It's okay. You did good.
yeah, all right.
So Mozark and Morin, you're about to cast Animal Friendship on the
I am.
tiger in the wagon. Let's see.
I have to read up on that really quick because I haven't used it yet. It's the first time I've used this one.
This one's good. Have you had it? This one's really good.
I haven't had this one.
Do we want to kill it, or do we want to, if it came to that?
I mean,
Are we down?
Might cause a bit of a
A little bit of a
scene?
yeah. All right. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Because I don't have a moral compass now that she's
In another room, seducing an old dude.
doing stuff. So
Okay, so it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
It's a tiger.
And it rolls a 10. And your spell save DC, I think, is at least 12. So it fails. So you're able to befriend this sleeping tiger in the wagon. And so you know that spell has succeeded.
okay.
This
So
is the character.
are
I'm
we
playing,
able to
but
get
older.
into the wagon now? And
Is
You
the door
notice-
unlocked or
You
no?
notice that there's two crisscross chains that are keeping the
Steven.
doors chained, but there's a padlock on them that you could pick if you wanted to.
From the inside or the outside?
Outside.
Or what? Oh,
From the
okay.
outside.
do we have anything that can do that?
Yeah.
Do you?
You have thieves' tools.
I
Oh,
would think
okay.
that you would have something
This is a
for
Okay,
that.
then
younger
yeah.
version of
I wanna-
myself.
yeah.
I think.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a
I'm supposed to be
roll
like
a d20 and then
older.
add 7.
Who are you a
10
cleric
foot,
of?
17.
So you are able to pick
the
out the lock and
Tomorrow.
it busts off,
Tomorrow.
and so you're holding the lock in your hand now, and the
It's
chains
like the
kind of
god
just
of good
fall.
fortune.
And the door there's a handle on the door if you want to try to open it.
I painted this. Oh shit.
So
Alright.
it's unlocked?
Any deity restrictions?
You say it's unlocked?
Yeah.
It's unlocked now.
What?
Are there
I'll do it.
restrictions for
I'll open it.
races?
You'll open it?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it slowly, or do you want to just swing it open?
I'm a
Slowly.
tiefling
Slowly,
cleric
okay.
Yeah.
that worships.
So you
Still
are-
a giant
I was
cat in
really
it.
teasing
You
me.
slowly
Jungle
open,
cat.
You
Not
slowly open
always,
the
though.
door, and it
I'll
makes
do it.
a very faint
Thank you.
squeaking sound
I
as
don't
you're
know
doing
much
it.
about the lore. Like
And you
Daniel
peek
or
your head
something.
in, and
I would be
what
doing
you
that,
see,
so I just-
you see
I feel like there's
along
always,
the
like,
walls
being, like, some
of
sort of
the
'cause
of
they-
the wagon.
like
You
chaotic,
see weapons,
neutral or evil,
like
Because
daggers,
saved by,
swords,
a
like
wizard
a
that,
bow and
had
arrow,
a
crossbows.
familiar
Okay.
that was like super
Um,
evil. Is that?
And that's what you see on the walls. You also see a few vials of some things, kind of like bottles,
Okay.
on the ground, and some
They
crates.
worship the spider deity.
Can we, are we able to
I feel
discern
like
what
there's, like,
kind of,
exceptions
like, what's
to
in the
everything,
bottles?
you
Can
know
we,
what I mean?
can we tell from
Do
looking
you have
at
anything
it?
that you can?
Yeah.
They appear to be a
There's an
clear
outlier
liquid,
in every.
but you can't discern anything else from just a visual inspection.
Okay.
Clear, but-
Yeah.
So they're all they all look the same.
Tiefling
They
Yes.
all look clear.
cleric.
Yes.
If I pop
Well,
open,
they're not. Sorry, they're not vials.
the
They're
mischief
bottles,
one.
like
Okay.
round,
The
like
trickery
bottles.
one?
You know what I
Okay.
mean? With like a top, like
yeah. So if I pop one open and I snip it, can I smell something?
You may disrupt the tiger.
Like the one-handed.
They're on the other side of the tiger.
But doesn't the tiger
But
know
yeah,
that we're there?
it's a
I
charm
don't
The
know.
tiger's
tiger.
still
My
sleeping,
character
so
has
it's
to
up to
be
you.
honest.
But if
it
it
is
wo-
It is
charming.
charmed.
Yeah.
It is charmed. Yes.
So if it woke up, it's not going to be like.
Right.
So I say go for it. Open
Yeah,
up.
so I'm gonna.
Okay. So so make a dexterity check. or sorry, yeah, just or stealth. Make a stealth check.
That's like +5.
So I'll let you choose if you want to go stealthily to not wake up the tiger, or if you, okay.
I'll have a sleep.
Okay, so you lay in the tiger sleep. So you pop it open, and it doesn't have an odor, but it smells. Yeah, it doesn't have an odor, but you can't discern anything. Make an Arcana check to see if you discern anything about this.
Wham! That's a
Nice.
10 plus something.
3, 13. You don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. Mozark can give it a shot if you want.
Sure. 9. I don't know.
9, and then that was a
Do you have there?
Arcana. That's 0, so 9. Unfortunately, it just smells like water to you. It just smells like nothing.
So who's this old guy you're trying to fuck?
I
It's just some
would like to
sort
take
of
one
guy who
and
owns
put it
a
in
tiger,
a close one
apparently.
and just keep it in my,
Oh,
my,
you're
my
gonna
jacket.
steal the
I'm
tiger?
gonna
So
take
we're
it
like
with
a
me.
band of
Okay, I'm
criminals.
gonna take one as well.
So
Okay.
we saw this like
Don't know what it is.
before
but
we
Yeah,
met the
I
guy.
know.
We
Yeah,
saw
we'll worry
this,
about that later.
Okay.
trailer
With,
it was,
And
like,
I wanna
so
inspect anything else in the
colorfully
Yeah,
I
lit.
want to
And we were
look
like, oh, we
around
need
and
to
see
check
what
that
I'm
out.
looking
We
for
found
books.
out that this guy at the
Okay.
end.
Specifically?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're,
So you're looking
and
for books
apparently he's
specifically.
fucking hiding a tiger.
You actually
So-
look through and you
Steal a tiger
you
like
find a
a hangover?
box which has
hoping
some
Mike Tyson
books
can
in
do
it,
this.
and one of them it looks very old.
Okay.
Very
She
like,
wanted
worn
help.
pages, leather bound,
Friend
and
What-
on the when you open up the
rain.
cover of it, it says
Druid?
the Tome of Strahd. The Tome of Strahd.
Oh, no.
She's animal friendship.
That's cool.
Going to
Dude, that would be
take the
badass.
book.
She had, like, a
Okay,
fucking,
so you take the
like,
book
Yes.
tiger
and
friend.
you
put
stash it.
in something
She's
that
a
I
rat.
jacket. I
Okay.
don't know exactly.
Okay.
With the-
I'll
also
look
got-
for just valuables or anything that I can
Right.
find.
So
Are we allowed to take are there weapons? Like, are they all on the walls?
They're
or
not
are they
This
mounted
place,
to the walls. They're just hung
Amelia's
up on the
helped us
walls.
so much.
And there's just like everything.
So you're
There's a whole bunch of stuff.
keeping
Yeah.
old dude busy.
And
Well, they're
upon inspection,
looting
you actually
his
notice
caravan.
that they're silvered weapons.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I want to get something for Hope. She's my first.
Okay. So they in this wagon, there's silvered daggers.
Did you hear what's happening right now?
So there's
Shit, that-
weapons in there.
Yeah.
What happened to the tiger?
We'll tell you in a second.
Okay, go.
Okay.
That's my pause distracting me.
There's just
I have a mace and a
So
crossbow.
there's silvered daggers.
wait. So I'm sorry. Wait. Sidebar. What do you have?
I have a mace and a crossbow.
Okay.
And a
so
shield.
There's a crossbow, and you can pick up some silvered bolts if you'd like.
That's probably.
They're fighting.
How much
vampires,
can
by
we?
the way.
I don't know. How does that work? How much can we take? Like, how much will you allow us to take?
As
Wait, are
much
you
as
guys
you can
attacking the
feasibly
tiger?
carry, yeah. Like,
Huh?
Are you killing the tiger?
I think you can.
No.
It's asleep.
Oh, okay.
I befriended it.
I want
Wait,
to.
so is this like a Sleepy Hollow kind of
Yeah.
esque?
Yeah,
kind of, and
it's
fighting fucking
gothic
vampires?
horror. Yeah,
And it's all gothic and shit.
yeah.
This is
Strahd is like Dracula, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Romania.
Yeah.
Giving us a hard time.
That's funny.
So there's like lightning, and, like
Yeah.
you know, really like werewolves.
Spooky
and
shit.
Stuff. Yeah.
Lots of really
We've
fun
been attacked
names.
by or
Lots of really fun
wolves
names,
and-
like Ivan Doljanovich.
What
and
is
shit.
the one that you know?
Oh shit! I forgot already.
Argenvostholt.
Argenvostholt. Yeah, we just
yeah.
learned
Lucian.
that.
Anyway, I even
Okay.
I even knew it as soon as because they were literally getting on me
Markovia.
about all the crazy names in this campaign, and I'm like they're located at, and I even stopped. I was like, you're gonna laugh at this one, Argenvostholt. And they're like, what the
I
fuck?
still don't think I spelled it right.
Have you guys encountered any vampires?
Yes.
Yeah.
Strahd.
Yeah.
More than once.
Did anybody like get infected or anything?
No one got bit.
Well.
Oh yeah, we met
possibly,
one. We killed one.
Possibly some chick got bit, but none of us.
We killed the guy
he
in the
took
church.
her.
We
So-
killed the guy in the church.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it was like a baby
oh,
vampire.
That was
There was
weird.
like an emaciated
You gotta kill a
baby.
baby?
Weird.
It's like an emaciated, like little.
he was a
He was
teenage.
on
a child
ceiling and
vampire.
shit and like
He means a little vampire. Like he was a teenage boy that got turned into a vampire, but
And he was, like,
his
starving
father
to
kept him
death.
locked in the basement for like 6 months, and he hadn't been feeding him, so he was like emaciated and like.
Are vampires more like feral in the D&D universe? I can't remember. Are they like?
No, they're intelligent. Yeah, they're like
Or does it require like an alignment change or anything like that?
I don't know, maybe. I guess
Anyways, my bad.
we'll
I'm
cross that
fucking-
bridge when we get to it.
Shit,
yeah, we're not quite there yet.
I'm a-
So
I'm a-
tiger.
we-
Tiger.
Sorry, we're doing something.
My
Okay,
bad.
so I want to see. You said there's bullets and
There's
Silvered
crossbow
weapons.
bolts that have silvered tips.
I want one of those.
You want one or like
Two.
Take a bunch. You can take like 25 if you want.
I can carry that many?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Okay,
small bolts. They're like that big.
Yeah.
It's like an arrow.
Yeah, I'll take that then.
So you take like
Those.
25 of those.
Yeah.
I want to like switch out my dagger for like a silver dagger and like
Okay.
act like I'm like being fucking slick or something.
Okay, so you do that. And then did you want to?
Don't leave evidence.
Did you want to grab a crossbow for
Out
Hope
of
as well?
character
Yeah.
though.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, 'cause you don't have a crossbow?
I have a crossbow. I have a mace and a shield. So
if there's a mace,
the weapons with this character don't make any sense. Is there a polearm or a sword?
Yeah, if there's a mace or anything.
You need a sword.
A sword.
I want to carry a sword.
Is there a good sword?
Do you want you have a short sword. You can take a short sword for yourself if you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
that and then yeah.
Okay. So so that's what you're doing, and I'll give you some time to think about if there's anything else you want to take from there, including the vials. You found the book. And I don't know if you heard this, Ariel, but Mozark found a book that said Tome of Strahd in the carnival wagon. Of course you took it.
Is
Okay,
there?
That's not the first thing I took.
Okay,
It's the first
okay.
thing I looked for.
And okay, so now we're coming back to you in your swanky hotel room back at the Blue Water Inn, and he came to your room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still swanky, but he had like the honeymoon suite, you know, like he had the whole thing. You had
Alright.
just like the junior suite, you know.
Got it.
Anyway, so you guys are sitting there drinking wine, and he says, "So you're on a
cruise.
quest to find your son, are you?"
Yes.
Oh, we're back to
He says, "I'm on a bit of a quest myself."
And what is it that you seek?
Well, I don't usually do this, but I'm not actually who I appear to be. I am putting on a disguise. I'm traveling through Barovia, and I'm trying to defeat Strahd. I'm trying to gather any information on him. Says, you see, my name is actually Rudolph van Richten. I'm Rudolph van Richten.
Richten. All
Yes.
right, cool.
And his voice and his accent clearly changes when he says this. And the facade that he was putting on kind of goes away. And he actually reveals himself to be to look like this.
A babe.
He's a total babe. No, he's not a babe.
Fuck.
He it's really here. He still looks very similar, and it says Rictavio, but this is what Rudolph van Richten looks like.
Sharesies.
Yeah.
He's kind of old.
Whatever,
He
man.
looks like what's his name? He reminds me of unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Alright.
And he says, that's what I'm doing, and I get the feeling that the three of you are enemies of Strahd as well.
We have had some run-ins with Strahd.
He says, I'm not sure what I can offer you for help, but I work alone, you see.
What brought you here to Barovia? Did you know that this place existed, or did you come upon it accidentally?
No, I hate vampires. They're a stain on this existence.
Mm-hmm.
They must be eliminated at all costs.
Have you had any encounters with Strahd yourself?
No, but I ventured inside Castle Ravenloft on occasion when he's
Ooh,
out
For
hunting,
fun.
and I looked around
You went where? Sorry.
inside Castle Ravenloft,
All right. Yeah. All right.
and I've looked around, and it's a depressing, terrible, terrible place.
Mm-hmm.
But it's safe when he's not there. And I was trying to gather information on him.
And what did you find about Strahd?
I found a book.
Shit.
I don't know if it was penned by himself or somebody else, but it seems to be an account of his life and all of the history that got him to this point. But he
Damn,
talks about a sword in that book. He talks about he hates that sword. He talks about destroying it. I think I know where it is.
Where? I might be looking for the same sword, but I can't be sure. Where'd you find it?
I haven't found it, but I've been asking around under the disguise of Rictavio, and it seems that it's being protected by the ghosts at Argenvostholt. The revenants there.
Can you spell that? What? I'm just fucking with you. I got it. All right. Argenvostholt.
Argenvost.
The ghosts. They're
Yes.
protecting this. Okay.
There's an order of the dragon, fallen warriors. Long before Strahd came to this land, they protected it, and now only their souls remain.
Yeah.
It's not far from here. It's about a day's drive, about less than a day.
Have you thought about going there?
I've thought about going there, yes, but I don't know if I can make it there and if I could survive the journey myself. But you see, as I said earlier, I work alone. Perhaps the three of you could go.
Did we
You
just
don't
become
have
best
any-
friends? I think we did.
Alone, you say?
Yes.
So, no companions of any sort that might protect you or
No companions.
help you in any way?
I had an understudy at one point. She was great. She was powerful. She was the best vampire hunter I've met in years. But she no longer works with me. I don't know where she went. But I work alone because I'm cursed. Anybody that gets close to me, they die, unfortunately. Sorry, I know it's like super intense. Anybody who gets close to me, they, through one way or another, they meet a terrible, terrible fate. It started with my son. Yes, I don't wish to talk about it.
I take his hand, the one that's not holding his wine. Like, I put my wine down, and I hold his hand, and I go, I've lost a son, too, and I know the pain that you suffer, and I'm sorry, and to the best of my ability, I will find that sword.
Thank you. Thank you. That's the best information I can give you, but perhaps we can enjoy the rest of the night and drink wine.
Yes, we can drink wine. We can do that.
So then we're going to cut back to Mozark and Morin at the wagon.
So they just stole so much shit from this guy.
Yeah, we're totally robbing the shit out of this guy.
Well. Oh well.
Are there any like valuables, any jewelry or anything?
Because we're gonna take that shit too.
Yeah.
Gold stashes.
There's crates and they have necklaces and jewels and
hell yeah.
valuables, things that he would use for trading. If he goes to a new village and he needs to.
Definitely want to scoop some of
Yeah,
that
just
out.
a handful.
Okay, so you get valuables and necklaces and jewelry worth about 100 gold.
Stuff my pockets there. Yep. All right.
100 gold each, if you'd like.
Yeah,
so I'll mark that on the inventory.
I'm okay with that.
I'll go ahead and add that.
I can't invoke duplicity again, right? I can't do it again. I've already done it.
You've already done it, yeah, for the night.
Fuck no!
Definitely jacking his shit. Right?
So
Okay.
I'm
trying to send a
curious if
message
the
to him.
tiger's guarding anything on the floor, or if it's just stuff in there, if it's just like a fun pet that he has. I don't really want to wake it up though.
When looking at the tiger, you do notice that it appears to be guarding like a trap door underneath the wagon. That's what you see.
Interesting.
You want to go, or you want me to go? Or?
Is it laying on top of the trapdoor, or?
It's laying on top, yeah.
Well, you've charmed it.
Yeah, exactly. So if I can like get it up and move it, will you? Okay. So I want to pet the kitty until it wakes up.
Okay. And it slowly purrs itself awake. And
Cool.
it's this giant tiger.
Yeah.
And it's like looking at you, and it starts kind of like nestling up against you.
Mhm.
And,
Okay.
So it's very friendly.
So I kind of want to like pet it and kind of like draw it away, like up and like
Away from the trapdoor.
yeah,
Okay.
over a little.
So you do that, and it kind of walks over to the door of the wagon and looks outside and sees the rain and kind of pulls back from the opening of the wagon, but it's off the trap door now.
Okay.
You want to just go ahead and open it up?
Yep, open that shit up.
There's like a slide bolt on the inside of the wagon. You can open that up. When you open it, you see the dirt ground outside.
Well, all right.
We checked.
If I can, I want to stick my head down through it and kind of see if there's anything under the wagon.
Just looks, you see the axles and wooden planks, the underside of the wagon. Nothing special.
Close the door, bolt it back up.
Okay. And so now, what do you guys want to do?
I want to go, and I want to find her.
Yeah.
We have stuff to tell her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Creep back out of there and lock it back up.
Yeah.
And just then you hear a voice go, all good over there, boss? Do you need any help? You've been over there a little while.
Yeah, it's just
Is everything okay with that wagon?
routine inspection, nothing to see here.
You know that Rictavio guy. I mean, he's always seemed a little weird to me. You're right in checking his stuff.
I thought so too. See, I knew I hired you for a reason.
Did I do good, boss?
Good lad. And then, is there a way for me to open the gate from the inside, or do we have to climb back over?
You have to climb back over.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So I say, Mo, give me a boost.
I'm gonna give you a boost.
Okay. Because I figured Mo's probably more agile than I am.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So
He's a dwarf. She's
scramble over
human.
there.
So
Yeah, so you do that. You're both able to get over the fence this time.
Okay.
What was
Um,
the accent?
It's my dwarven
That's
accent. I don't know.
Morin's accent.
Like a brute.
And he says, "All right, well, stay dry out there, boss. It's coming down pretty hard now."
Yeah. Thanks.
All right.
So yeah, I want to go back straight to the inn.
Yeah.
All right. Bye. All will be well.
And then you go back to the Blue Water Inn.
Can you call her with your message thing to come to our room?
I mean, when I get close to the inn, then sure.
But like, I don't want to be in the main area because we have a lot of stuff that's not ours.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, well, whatever. I mean, would you just stash it in your room?
Yeah,
I want to look in there.
I don't think they would.
Okay.
In like the back, like shack.
Yeah, we'll go in your room and just kind of stash all our valuables that we stole.
Okay. So you guys do that.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna cast message back to Hope.
Okay. So at this point, your conversation has progressed a lot further. You've been talking about just Strahd and the vampires and kind of just Barovia in general. He wasn't lying. He is from the Sword Coast. He's, that's where he's from. He's not from Barovia. And he came to Barovia knowing full well that if he came into Barovia, he would not be able to leave until Strahd was defeated. So he made that choice to come into Barovia. He does also share information with you about more specifically about why he's at the Blue Water Inn. And he says, I'm gathering intel on the Ravens. You've seen them around, I'm sure. I believe that this is a hub for the Keepers of the Feather. And I believe that they're actually working against Strahd. I believe that it's an ancient order of ravens that are... they're not bad. I believe that they could be an ally to us. But I'm just trying to play it safe and trying to keep my distance. That's why I'm at the Blue Water Inn. I could stay anywhere, but I chose to come here specifically for that.
Did they stay in this inn specifically?
Remember they were on top.
Yeah.
I see them a lot, going in and out of the attic.
Just making a rude gesture at him.
Mm-hmm. And I have reason to believe that the bartender is one of the ravens. You see, they're were-ravens. They can transform, as far as I know.
Oh, ew.
Oh. Ah.
It says,
Lauren really doesn't like ravens. But they're against Strahd, right? And I kind of like put on this like tipsy, and I don't like them, right?
He says, you're right. They are against Strahd. They are. I believe that they are good. I don't know what their motives are, though. I know that they want him defeated, but I don't know why.
What are your motives? Why do you hate Strahd so much?
Well, it has to do with my son. When I was a younger man, my son was bought by a vampire that came through the land. You see, the Vistani, as they travel around, some of them are good, but some of them are very evil. And the evil ones, they stole my son from me, and they sold him to a vampire.
Where do the evil Vistani... Where do they reside? Where do they live?
He says they're scattered throughout Barovia, throughout the rest of the world. Here, there, it's hard to say. And they can
don't
appear...
have a definitive home. They're like
No, this is
caravan.
I believe there are a collection of them just outside of Vallaki. There's a Vistani camp there.
Where?
Did you get our message?
Oh. I don't know. Yeah, I got it. Okay, you were done, but
What was?
Yeah. Sorry, I kind of
No,
prolonged
I was
that.
just wondering. All right.
I'm assuming.
I don't know
we
what
got-
happened.
can I whisper?
Flashback
I can
to that.
whisper back to him, right?
That's
'Cause
all you
he-
needed.
Yes, you can whisper back.
He says we're back,
Yeah,
and I
and
say,
you'd say it
can I
telepathically
tell him
to me.
something telepathically?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my swerve on. Hold on.
God. Morin?
Okay, good luck.
And he says, my son was bought by a vampire for his own sick amusement, and he turned him into a vampire, and I wasn't able to save him. It was at that moment that I swore to rid the world of all vampires, and Strahd is the worst one. I will see to it that he dies.
I get close to Rudolph von Richten
Yes.
and say, Strahd was the man who bought your son?
No. But
Who was the name of the vampire that bought your son?
I've already killed him.
But
That
he was,
the first one that I went after.
And you got him?
I got him.
I go, cheers to that. And I take a drink and then I pass out on my bed.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. It says, but you see, the evil Vistani that took my son, they also cursed me. And they said that anybody that I travel with or anybody that I get close to will meet an unfortunate fate. And that's why I have to travel alone.
I'm passed out. Pretending to be passed out on my bed.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're done now?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
So you
yeah.
better hope that you
I'm
just-
trying to...
Yeah, and he says,
I go, cheers, son, who we will avenge. And I take a drink and I
And he
like
says,
pass out on my bed.
he finishes his wine, and he says, of course, perhaps we should call it a night.
And I fall asleep.
And then he heads back to his room, closes the door behind him, and then...
I just sneak up back to my room and
I wait a appropriate amount of time. I get up and I go and I like go to Morin's room. Are you guys together?
No.
I'm thinking she's in her.
Oh, yeah, I'm in
Well, I
my room.
go and I say like this, like that. Yeah.
What?
He was a good guy, by the way, fighting vampires. How was your
Oh
time?
yeah, he had some silver weapons. Look at this one.
Oh. Are those
That's
my
mine.
bolts? Ow.
No,
It's a-
everything else
it's a
is
dagger,
in
it's
my
mine.
room.
Okay. He was a good
Mo's
guy.
got some stuff for you.
Okay, Mo should probably get in here. Can you send a message to her so we
Well,
can
all the
know?
stuff's stored in my room, so I don't know if you want to come
okay.
to me or not.
Okay. Do we?
Let's go in the morning.
Alright, I go back to my
Go to
room
sleep.
and we go to sleep.
Okay, so then last thing before we end the session, you sleep, the two of you sleep totally fine. You're visited by a vision again.
Oh
shit.
shit.
In the middle of the night, you're back at that tower that you've been seeing, except only this time, instead of it being inside where you saw like a dark long hallway and like a hooded wizard at a table at the end of the hallway, you're actually outside this tower now, and you're looking around, and you appear to be on top of a mountain, like just a tall mountain. And when you look down into the distance, you see a giant lake, and then to the right you see a smaller lake, and then you look back at the tower, and you see it's a 2-story building up in the mountains, and then you wake up. And that's where we'll end the session.
The fucking chosen one.
Huh?
So you're the fucking chosen one.
I've been having dreams of my son. But there's a tower. That's what I was thinking at
Like you're on a
first.
mountain.
Maybe I'm looking down at the tower. Maybe.
Yeah, you saw a giant
I thought
lake.
you were role playing. You're drunk as fuck, Ariel.
Looking down.
Who put that
Want to see
pistol?
my character?
Yeah, looking down, you saw a giant
pretty
lake,
cool,
and
man.
then off to the right of that, you saw a smaller lake from your perspective.
Are you a dwarf?
I'm a dwarf.
Dwarves can be wizards?
Dwarf sorcerer.
I was in the tower.
Yeah.
Before,
Oh, you're a
though.
sorcerer?
All
Yeah.
my dreams took place
What's the
in that
difference
tower.
between-
Okay,
Oh,
alright.
yeah, sorcerer.
Yeah.
That's spicy.
Wizards
I feel
like
that tower
study really
now.
hard and have high
We have a
intelligence.
lot of
Sorcerers
places
are
to
just
go back
naturally.
to.
have some
I was
kind of-
thinking warlock for a second.
Oh, yeah.
You right.
So I'm up on this mountain
This is
looking
fucking
down
cool,
at this
man.
tower and seeing this.
You painted that?
Yeah, painted that shit. We painted. Oh shit! Painted all our
It takes
dudes.
me back, man. I remember back in the day
This
down
one.
at Gamers Keep. Used to fucking play with all the
I'll,
weirdos there.
Nice.
I was like
I'll give you a little
13. I
extra
was playing
hint.
with a bunch of 30-year-old men.
Nice.
It was weird. It was fun though. I remember those days.
Ariel,
Creepy but
if
cool.
you're curious,
Eating
it's
burritos, role
where you
playing.
are. It's not on the map.
All right.
Is there anybody named Ulrich von Liechtenstein?
No, but there should be.
Should be.
I'm gonna write that down.
Did you guys get the Ulrich von?
Ulrich von Wittgenstein.
Ulrich von.
What
There's
is-
so many fun names.
What is it?
in
Black
here. Burger
IPA?
Master.
There's one more.
Can I?
There's 3 of
That
each.
shit crazy, Mary.
Can I
Go
try?
do it.
Can I try a
Do
sip
it.
I
of
like
this?
this one. I don't want this
Go
one.
do
You
it.
can have
Oh,
this one.
you want me to get you a different one
I don't
and we'll
want
trade it?
stouts very much.
I would like everyone to know
What's a
that
black
for the record.
IPA?
You're a badass fucking GM, Mikey.
Thanks.
You do the voices and everything. You put it in the effort.
So this was my
Oh,
little
hey,
roadmap
should I
for
hit
the
stop?
session.
Let me hit stop on the.
You started here
Oh, my bad.
and went this way.
Thing. It's still.
I want to
recording.
see it. Anything that you anticipated?
No,
that you do?
none of it.
Wait, where did you want us to go? Just give us the first step. Where are we supposed to go?
I
We
thought-
went to the church.
I'm
we
hitting
went to
stop.
the inn.
I thought you'd go to the windmill.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I
we were
wanted
trying
to
to
go
be,
there-
we were
yeah.
trying to get there before nightfall. We were
Okay,
trying to get to
I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to
yeah.
stop at the windmill.
We can have time because it's on the way to the castle now.
Yeah, we can go
We
back.
have
So
to go
you
that
like
way, the other
fucking
opposite.
Made that
improv
entire session
everything?
up.
Oh, that's so good.
I just didn't want to
really
get
good, yeah.
fucking
That's so
ravaged
good.
by wolves.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, because we had just done that.
We literally we were